Well, in front
You're
of the bar,
making it up.
in front of the bar, there's quite a lot, Wallace. Heaps, in
bar.
fact. As we take you inside Bendigo Sport, it's the Roos and the Hawks. Here's Jock Clark.
McHugh, the first gamer in ruck against Lawton for Eagle Hawk. Fell between both players. The takeout important. It'll go to the Hawks. Back towards the wing. Doesn't get there. Greer gets a possession. Well intercepted. Punted up towards half forward. Found a teammate down there. Couldn't keep his feet. Was Doherty. Slipped over the slide. Took the ball over the line. And out of bounds for a throw-in just outside forward 50 flat at half forward. So Nathan McHugh and Jack Lawton, two opposing ruckmen today, they're both absolutely kids. They'd be wearing nappies.
Do they have to put their hand up, Jock?
Well, you do, don't you? Have to put the hand up. In my day going to school, you had to put your hand up if you want to go out and go to the toilet. There's the throw-in across half forward, taken by Conforti for the flat. Goes in towards the centre of the ground. Oh, a couple of Borough players, they might have mucked it up. Eventually Collins took it, threw it on the boot, wobbled it inside forward, 50 for the Borough. Taken down there in defence by Liam Collins. There's 2 Collinses for Kangaroo Flat today and 2 for Eagle Hawk. So that could be confusing. Very popular name this afternoon in this contest. The Flat have got it. Well worked in defence. They switched to the outer side. The kick came from Holman. Couldn't find a teammate there. Chance for Collins again. Forces it inside forward 50. But the Flat get over and take it through Verbeek. He's got support. They should get out of trouble. Short kick. And it's marked just outside defensive 50. So we have played 1.5 minutes first term. No score on the board. Big game this afternoon out here at Canterbury Park. The revitalised Kangaroo Canterbury Park between the Flat and the Borough.
The Roos have worked it into the centre of the ground. Attacking it is Mitchell Collins, who's crossed back to the Roos from YCW. Hand pass comes out wide to Greer, the co-coach, who kicks inside 50. And a terrific mark has been taken on the stretch there by Nick Lang.
Great grab.
It was a terrific catch.
Good pass too by Greer. Just perfect.
So Nick Lang, though, will have to kick from a long range. And it's been reversed by the looks of
what's
that.
happened? What's going on?
Not entirely sure. That was very odd, but the free kick will be taken.
The only thing I can think, it was very close, was out of bounds on the full.
So Eagle Hawk have it across half back. It's Higgs who has the footy. He goes down the line. Kick missed the intended target. Whole heap of players around the contest. McPhee for Eagle Hawk. Look away hand pass. Just got to his target. A good tackle there by Liam Collins right in the centre of the ground. The ball's locked up. Umpire's patient and field umpire Dale Caldwell eventually says, give it to me. We'll have a ball up smack bang in the centre. We've been going just over 2 minutes and still no score in this round 2 clash.
So up they go. Lawton gets first hands, wins it to the front of the pack. The umpire's picked out a free kick. It'll go to the Roos. They've got it, centre of the ground. Kicked wide. They waste no time. Playing on from half back. Wide to the grandstand wing. Chases on. Turner there ran away from him. Ball went end over the line and out of bounds for a throw in. So on the true wing, in front of the grandstand, which apparently has been refurbished underneath and a little bit up top. And the umpire waiting to throw the ball back into play. Yes, they've got to put their hand up. Look at that. McHugh puts his hand up for the Flat and Lawton. So the 2 nominated ruckmen, they've got to do the battle. Lawton wins to the front, gets it down. Chance for Bow. Can he pick it up? Goes to his knees. Can't pick up the football. It's loose. Chance down there for McCartney to take it. He's dispossessed. Squirts out. Eagle Hawk player on the end of it takes it, but it was touched off the boot. The Flat might win it back. Taken by McHugh. The big fella throws it on the boot and wobbles it up towards forward 50. Kicked off the ground. His opposite number, Lawton, takes it. Good hands. Got it over in the direction of a teammate down there in Collins. He got it wide. Borough take it. Work it up towards half forward outer side. Scoreboard side. They've got a mark.
Saunders.
Worked in board. Saunders goes back to the hairy Collins and he marks 48 metres from goal. This is Jesse with the footy at half forward for the Roos. There's a lead, but there's a whistle on play. Player leading out there was Matty Philo. The whistle on play is for...
It's going to Eagle Hawk.
Free kick will go to Matt Philo, as you say. Looks as if he was pushed, leading towards the left forward pocket.
Well, all right. So Philo's got it. Player on the mark's only about 10 or 12 metres from goal. He's on a pretty tight angle, a metre or so in from the boundary line. Played a pretty fair game, Matty Philo, last week against South. In he comes for the first score of the afternoon, leaves it short and puts it through for a minor score. So the Borough, one behind 1 point. The Flat yet to score. 5 minutes gone, first quarter.
Liam Collins with the kicking duties for Kangaroo Flat as we take you inside Bendigo Sport on Bendigo's Fresh FM thanks to Aussie Disposals. Leon Collins kicks in. He goes to the back pocket, finds McGuinness, who goes very wide.
Too wide.
Manages to spot up McCartney, but as you say, Wallace, too wide and out of bounds on the full.
I think Jock was right earlier on with that one on the other end of the ground as well.
Well, dear me, that was a terrible kick, a deadly error there as it was kicked back into the field of play, smothered off the boot and it ricochets out of bounds. So we'll need it thrown back in about 55 metres away from Eaglehawk's goal.
They're really costly, those mistakes.
The thoughts of Wallace Teasdale with us on Inside Bendigo Sport Fresh FM. Ball spinning back into play. Lloyd Needs decided not to attack it. Instead, it's kicked around the body. Inside 50 by Hommelhoff and a terrific mark taken by Farlow, who's got it 25 metres out from goal directly in front.
Good work from Gretrix then. Just opened up a little path for Philo to take that mark on his chest.
So in he comes, Matt Philo for Eaglehawk at the first goal of the game. We've been playing just on 6 minutes. Can he convert? Looks pretty good. Goal umpire took a couple of steps to the left, but pretty much straight over his head. And Eaglehawk advanced to 1-7. Kangaroo Flat are yet to score thanks to Choices Flooring. Bendigo Bulk Carpets. This is Bendigo's Fresh FM.
A lot of this game's been played between the two arcs across half back and half forward. In fact, I would think, Jock, as we cross into 7 minutes in the first term, a lot of the ball's been played up in Kangaroo Flats attacking half forward. So Eaglehawk have been quite efficient so far, even though they've only kicked 1-1 onto the scoreboard.
Back in the centre, up they go. In ruck now, McGlashan having a run, replacing Lawton for the Borough. Take out though by the Flat. They go towards half forward. Can't find a target. Bouncing ball. Chance in defence down there for Hanley for the Borough. Takes it, goes to the wing. Good mark. Needs chipped in and took a beauty on the wing for the Flat. So now they can set something up from half forward. Goes in towards the pocket. Chance down there for Lang. Contest. Umpire has paid it against him. Giving a free kick to Tim Hill, who's got it for the Borough in the back pocket. He played a terrific game last week, Hill. Started the season full of run. Goes across the ground. Can he find a teammate? He can't. Pack go up. Comes off hands over the line, out of bounds for throwing. Still in the forward pocket for Kangaroo Flat.
They haven't seen much of the footy up that end of the ground so far, have the Roos. Eaglehawk have done most of the attacking so far in this clash. Have been going just on.
Thanks very much, Jackson. I just said most of the time has been in the Kangaroo Flat half forward line.
As the ball's thrown back into play, Wast attacks it for Eaglehawk. It's about 25 metres away from Kangaroo Flat's goal. Ball goes into dispute once more and we'll need to have another ball up.
We'll go back and check the replay, Jackson.
Well, I don't think a lot of money's been spent at Canterbury Park. I don't think they've quite got those facilities here yet, though. As Greer snaps around his body, kick smothered off the boot. Ball ricochets out to the side of the pack for Mitchell Collins and he's tackled and consequently goes nowhere. We'll need to have another ball up.
A lot of the games have been played at defensive 50 at both ends, though, at the moment, so it is deeper into the Kangaroo Flat scoring zone now.
Ball's thrown up. Hand pass comes to Greer. It bounces towards goal. On the last line of defence, though, Eaglehawk get back and they're able to take it over and out of bounds in the pocket courtesy of Tim Hill. So not much happening at the moment, Jock, but they continue to pester to Kangaroo Flat in the right forward pocket.
Every player bar Matt Gretrix and his opponent, as in Kangaroo Flat's forward half of the ground, making it even tougher for them to score. Up they go, inside the forward pocket down there for the Flat. Lang won it to the back, couldn't find a teammate. Ball's pushed outside the forward 50 zone. So it's across half forward now for the Flat. Can they win back a possession? Not at the moment. It's pushed over the line and out of bounds, and it'll be thrown back into play. A lot of players just chasing the footy, Jacko.
Very much, a bit like under-12s footy at the moment with so many players around the contest. Trent McGuinness too, the guy who's got the job on Matt Gretrix at the moment. Gretrix with 6 goals last week for the Borough. Certainly a key man to stop if Kangaroo Flat are to get the job done today. Almost every player, as you say, Jock, still around the footy. It's very close to the boundary line. They try to keep it alive and were unable to do so. So we'll need it thrown back in. Carl Road run out of space there. So we'll have it tossed back in. 10 minutes gone in this opening term. It's Eagle Hawk 1 goal 1-7, and Kangaroo Flat are yet to get off the mark.
Yeah, both sides still struggling to find their pace in the game and just get it open and get their structures happening. All just to a degree chasing kicks from the throw-in. Another big pack develops. Very difficult to win a possession and get it out, and the umpire comes in and will ball it up. Still across half forward for Kangaroo Flat. The Roos yet to get on the scoreboard. The Hawks are 1-1-7, 10 1/4 gone. First term here at Canterbury Park this afternoon. And that is thanks to Aussie Disposals.
So free kick's been picked out to Eagle Hawk. It'll be taken across half back as they look to go straight down the line. Good foot pass, manages to find Han, who wastes no time, feeds the hand pass off to Atherton across half back. He concedes a bit of territory for Brodie Collins. Penetrating kick across the ground to the outer side, and Williams marks, hand passes inside, back to Han. He's looking now for Wast. He cuts across the ground. Well, they've gone from the grandstand to the scoreboard wing, back to the grandstand wing, where marking the footy is Jesse Collins. He gives off to McIver. He kicks as he was tackled inside 50. He was put slightly off balance, and Tom Holman took a good mark in defence for the Roos. His kick not so flash, put Caleb Williams under pressure, went off to Collins, back then down the line towards Holman. It's bouncing around between the two sides, back to Liam Collins. He's under enormous pressure and consequently cops the footy up with Matt Philo intercepting for Eagle Hawk.
Yep, they just couldn't get a big kick out of defence the flat. Now Philo pumps it inside forward 50. Collins is after it. That's Brodie. Can he pick it up? He can. He's collared. Umpire says ball up. 35 out from the Hawks goal.
One of the issues, Jock, is both sides don't want to use the corridor at the moment. They're just happy to play wide.
They are chasing around the skirts, aren't they? So the ball up in the forward 50 for the Hawks at the moment. Up they go. Probably a dead heat ruck-wise. Good work out of defence, the flat. High kick towards half-back. Oh, a couple of Hawks players spoil each other. Philo, he's got plenty of it. Picks up the crumb. Then he's tackled, lost it. Got back up again. They've got him. Oh, he's been pinged. He had a fair crack at it, but he did have it a fair while, Matty Philo, and he's been pinged. Free kick the flat. It'll be taken down there for them by Caleb Williams. And he'll go down the wing in front of the grandstand. And he's turned it over.
So Conforti has it for Eagle Hawk. He goes back with a bit of territory, and then they work it back down the line towards Atherton across half back, who hand passed it to Wast, who was tackled immediately.
Yes.
Corey Greer, terrific. So the ball came out to Turner, then he gave it off very quickly to Mitchell Collins, back towards Greer, comes to half forward, chasing after it's Charlie Bowyer. He gets boot to ball, off to Greer. Hurried ball inside 50, right forward pocket, but out of bounds in the full. And so the penalty free kick to be taken in the back pocket by Tim Hill for the Borough.
Sometimes you hear a voice. It was Wuster's voice, but unfortunately you give quickly, and he had a man right next to him.
Yeah, it wasn't a good hand pass. So the ball's worked out for the Hawks to Saunders. He's got it in half at half back. Goes with a kick towards the centre of the ground. Chopped off, taken away by Holt, Mitch Holt for the flat. He goes back towards forward 50. Can't find a teammate. It's a battle of the defences at the moment. The Hawks go across the ground, scramble it wide, and the mark's taken by Lawton. Hand passes off to a teammate who slipped as he kicked it and only rolled along the ground up towards the wing. The Hawks, the flat can win it back. Turner got it, then lost it in a tackle. It's still in dispute across half forward. It worked out towards Greer, hasn't got much space, got a little bit. Goes in towards the pocket. Comes off hands over the line and out of bounds for a throw-in.
Both sides' foot disposal needs a little bit of work, Jock.
It's like it's obviously slippery out there.
Both sides.
Slippery because players are slippy and not being able to hold their feet. Consequently, they're spilling a few marks and not handling the ball as surely as I saw them do it last week in finer conditions.
Ball's thrown back into play about 50 metres away from Kangaroo Flat's goal. Stack of players around the contest. Who can get it out? Greer eventually does so. His tackle, though, goes to ground. Sensational effort on him, though, by Matthew Higgs.
Great tackle.
Tackled him superbly, as you say,
and
Wallace.
50-metre penalty.
What was it, 54, Wallace?
Don't know. Obviously, I wasn't happy about the decision because it was really quick, the 50.
Short 50.
So Higgs, instead of having it at half-back, took it up to the defensive side of centre wing where he kicked it off to Conforti, who goes inside 50. What a gutsy mark by Nick Lang, going back with the fly to the ball. That was superb. He gave it off to Liam Collins. Buddha, as he's affectionately known around club circles. His kick not so flash. He did well, though, to support his teammate in Holman, who was under enormous pressure. They cough the footy out, though. Eventually do. Kangaroo Flat comes inside 50. The Borough snap it goal by Madden. Touched on the line. And a rush behind for Eagle Hawk, who go to 1-2-8. Kangaroo Flat, as if we've played 15 minutes thanks to Aussie Disposals. We take you inside Bendigo Sport on Bendigo's Fresh FM.
Almost gave it away, the Flat, but they got out of jail. Minor score being the end result. Kick-out's okay. Holman takes it. He's 40 from the goal. He's defending. Goes wide to the scoreboard, half-back flank, and finds a teammate. Cusson takes the footy and with space runs on. Goes his measure. Then from the wing goes towards half-forward. Poor kick. Turned straight over. Went straight towards Riley McIver, who took the mark, went across the ground and gave it towards Conforti.
Footy's been good in this term.
Yes.
He's had a lot of the footy.
The thing I like about Conforti is he just attacks the football. He plays attacking footy as a defender. Can't ask for more than that, and 9 times out of 10 he wins it.
Do not want to use the corridor, Eagle Hawk. They're happy to go wide.
Back to Miles, who takes it at half-back for the Borough. He swings wide and finds a teammate. Harper takes the mark. Hand pass over the top to the coach. Bow, back to Harper. They got it at half-forward. They might muck it up. Back to Bow. He's in trouble. Back to Harper. He's under the pump. Harper keeps battling on, just on forward 50 for the Hawks. They get it out. Squirt it to Homoloff. Runs to 40, goes for home, and just manages to kick a little score. Didn't set the world on fire, Jed Homoloff. Well, he got the ball well, but his shot at goal was ordinary.
Nice tap out by Harper there. He's at ground level. He's a big man, but clever footy.
So a minor score to the Hawks. They go to 1-3-9. The Flat yet to score. 16.5 gone first term, thanks to Choices Flooring. Bendigo Bulk Carpets.
Penetrating kick then by McGuinness. It went about 60 metres, but Eagle Hawk have got it back at half-forward through Was. Then the kick inside 50 comes towards Gregrix. Had it fisted away from him by McGuinness superbly. It's roved front and centre by Higgs. He gives off to Conforti. He slams it on the boot, but Nick Lang's back there. He almost took the mark, just dropped it. Comes to ground level. McGuinness does well. Oh, sold the dummy beautifully there across half-back for the Roos did Holman. He gave it off to Greer. His foot pass goes up from half-back to centre half-forward, and getting it on the chest there is Bowyer. So Jack Bowyer turns around. He kicks inside 50. It's across half-forward. Cusson, can he gather the loose ball? He can't do so, and it trickles out of the field of play. We'll need it thrown back in. It's Eagle Hawk still leading by 9 points. 1-3-9 to Kangaroo Flat yet to score. Almost 18 minutes gone in the opening term on Inside Bendigo Sport Fresh FM.
It was good transference for the Flat. They got it up to the forward line quickly, but then they had about 4 or 5 players who have just run up to go in and clog it up again inside forward 50. They need to stay out and set a wall to keep it in there. Chances, almost non-existent for anybody to get out of that scrum. Bow gets up off the bottom of the pack and gives it back to the umpire, and he'll ball it up right on forward 50 for Kangaroo Flat. The Roos still searching for their first score of the game. Tap out. No one could get it effectively. Was squirted out a hand pass. Found a teammate. Came from Higgs. Got it up towards the wing. Kick around the body. Rolls towards half forward for the Borough. But it was intercepted by Lang. Good work. Got it over to a teammate in Mitch Holt. Holt goes short, finds Turner. Turner goes wide, chance for Needs. Needs wide again, couldn't find a teammate. Thumped away by the Borough defence. Needs goes again. Good work, son. Picks it up. Left foot shot at goal! Just touched before it rolled through. He was involved in 3 passages of play, Needs, from half-back all the way inside forward 50. Followed up, did a good job. Flat on the board. It's only a little one. They're one behind 1 point. The Hawks 1-3-9, but they are on the board. Now they can add to it. 19 gone, first term, thanks to Aussie Disposals.
The kick-in was no good for Eagle Hawk, and, well, it's been turned over. Kangaroo Flat have got it. Ross Turner was caught high. It was a sloppy kick back into play, and so Ross Turner now has the opportunity to shoot for Kangaroo Flat's first goal of the match. At the 20-minute mark of this term, directly in front, he'll kick from the paint of 50. He sort of tugged at it to try and get the extra distance and hooked it badly to the left-hand side just a behind. So the Roos go to 2 behinds. They trail Eagle Hawk by 7, who are 1-3-9. 20 minutes gone in the opening quarter, thanks to Choices Flooring, Bendigo Bulk Carpets. We take you inside Bendigo Sport on Fresh FM.
Interesting with the shot on goal, Jock. Not a Kangaroo player in the goal square.
No, it was noticeable. I obviously thought he could make the distance. So the Borough work it up towards the wing on the outer or scoreboard side. Now they've got some run, chance to pick it up and go towards half forward. They do, and the mark's been taken by Philo. He's been good early. Goes one way, then the other, towards Gretrix and finds him. That's a great lead and a good kick from Philo, and Gretrix has got the mark 35 metres out, directly in front.
Yes, it's a costly miss at the other end because the ball's back in now and approaching quarter time, and if Gretrix kicks this truly, it just scoreboard pressure starts to mount a bit on flat at quarter time.
That's what we
Certainly
mean.
not a blowout though.
That's what we mean when we say a good forward straightens you up. You go to him, you get a set shot at goal, and the result, Matty Gretrix has popped through for full points. His first of the afternoon, the Hawks second. So they go to 2-3-15, leading the Roos 2 behind 2 points. Thanks to Choices Flooring, Bendigo Bulk Carpets. We've played 21 minutes in this, the first quarter. But just quickly, see, otherwise, Philo just blazes away and kicks to a pack. So
in a tight contest like this, Turner's miss at the other end, though, can damage you. As we saw, ball traverses back down the other end. Gretrix mark, good goal, and they look all right going into quarter time.
Lawton tapped it down in the middle for Eagle Hawk. Couldn't tap it to a teammate's decisive advantage, though. And so we need a secondary ball up. 2-3 plays 2 behinds. Eagle Hawk in front in time on in this first term of this seniors clash. Round 2 action. Needs hand pass was good. He got it out towards Lanyon. Back to Needs. Kick inside 50. But Brendan Conforti read that play like a book. He left his man and intercepted across half-back. He goes now to the full-back line where he manages to find Hill, who goes down the line, looks towards half-back. Lawton dropped the mark he'd usually take. Jesse Collins also there in the vicinity. Players go to ground in all directions. Hand pass comes inside 50. Snap on goal for the Roos by Mitchell Holt. He's missed the left-hand side and only a behind. 3 behinds now to the Roos. Eagle Hawk 2-3-15. Thanks to Aussie Disposals, we take you inside Bendigo Sport on Bendigo's Fresh FM.
So the Borough now with the footy inside defensive 50. Kick to Collins is okay. That's Jesse towards the centre of the ground, and he finds Homoloff. Homoloff now goes back to Collins, who runs on, goes long to half forward, and Bow takes the mark. Good hand pass to Miles, who plays on and fires at goal and just put it to the left-hand side of the post for a minor score for the Hawks. Now Miles is still playing at half-back, and that's, I think, his second shot at goal.
That's the first time Eagle Hawk decided to use the corridor from full back, and they looked a lot better.
2-4 the Hawks, 3 behinds the flat. Thanks to Aussie Disposals, 23 gone first term.
Liam Collins to Lloyd Needs at full back. Then they go back to the back pocket where Liam Collins has the footy once again. So he elects to chip over the top and does well. He's found Holman. His kick not so good. Chopped off by the Eagle Hawk coach in Josh Bowe, who's got it 40 metres out from home. And he's going to be forced to go back behind his mark to take the kick properly. So field umpire Dale Caldwell making sure that Bowe kicks from the correct position. Now McPhee is loose in the pocket. He's snuck inside 50, but I don't think there'd be a huge advantage in kicking to McPhee, but he might elect to use him. He does now.
He wasn't listening to you, Jackson.
Well, fair enough.
It's just been sneaky. He made out he was going to have a long shot at goal.
He ignored him initially, and then when he went to him, the flat decided he wasn't going to go there, so they didn't put anyone over.
Maybe the distance was at
he's
the back of his mind, Josh Bowe.
He's probably 10 metres closer as McPhee, but a much tighter angle, and he's missed that. He's not even going to get the distance himself from about 40 metres out. Lang receives in the back pocket, gave it off to Greer. His kick smothered off the boot beautifully by Matthew Higgs, who traps the ball inside 50 for the Borough, 25 metres away from their goal in the right forward pocket. The Borough leading by 13
Good
points.
for Coach Bowe too. Just the last 5 minutes getting his hands on the footy.
Been very busy. Done all right. Throw in forward pocket for the Hawks. No one can win it down effectively. Greer picks it up. He's been busy, threw it on the boot. only as far as the Hawks player who takes it, goes long towards full forward, battle down there, 3-1 against Gretrix, worked over in the direction of McInnes. Can he pick it up? He can, goes short, needs drop what he should have taken. Then he has to go back and win the footy, wants a little bit of support, gets it from Liam Collins. The Flat might have got themselves in a little bit of strife here. They lose control of it. Lawton took it, lost it in a tackle, still inside forward 50 for the Borough, and the umpire is going to ball it up eventually. They might have just overdone the use of the footy there, the Flat, in trying to get it out of defence instead of getting it on for the long kick. Ball up, 45 out from the Hawks goal, through the pack, chance down there for Bow, lost it in a tackle, Lang takes it, got it over to a teammate, Langan got the hand pass, no he didn't, it went behind him, had to go back and get it. He's locked up in a tackle, and just outside forward 50 on this occasion, the umpire, that's forward 50 for the Hawks, the umpire will ball it up.
Only 4 players in the front half of the ground for Kangaroo Flat, so just about everyone around this contest at right half forward for Eagle Hawk, and again we'll have another ball up, as has been the case in the last few minutes.
Most of the quarter, Jackson.
Yeah, well, it's been pretty tight and ferocious so far in this clash, as Greer gets a quick kick out from half back up towards centre wing. It comes back now on the outer side of the ground for the Roos. Bowyer, he kicks towards half forward. It comes now towards Collins. Mitchell Collins gives the hand pass off. Kick from 50 metres out. It's bouncing towards goal. That wasn't bad indeed from the half forward line. Dempster it might have been.
I reckon it was Mitch Holt.
Mitch Holt, who's got it at left half forward and kicked an absolute gem.
Goal of the day.
The first of the afternoon for the Roos too. 1-3-9 Kangaroo Flat. Eagle Hawk 2-4-16. 26 minutes gone in this opening term. Thanks to Choices Flooring on Bendigo's Fresh FM.
Goal of the day. Good work by Kangaroo Flat. Traversed it out of their defensive 50, right along the outer side, scoreboard side, with clear disposal and a good running goal. Sensational work for their first goal this afternoon.
I think it was Mitchell Holt, was wearing his number anyway. Ball up, centre of the ground, Langian takes it, he's tackled immediately to the ground, and the umpire will ball it up again. So after all the toing and froing and 27 minutes of play, there is only 7 points the margin. Ball up again in the centre, chance for the Hawks with numbers around the contest to get it out, but there's a whistle on play. Be a Hawks free kick, scrappy. Shocking old kick, but it wobbles inside forward 50 for the Hawks. So the Flat defence under the pump. Once again, it's 45 out from the Borough goal. Taken down there by McPhee. Can he get through the traffic? Can. Got it to Hummeloff, shot on goal. And there's the quick reply to the Hawks. Well, they got it somehow and very scrappily inside forward 50. But then they just had the numbers of the sharp little blokes Wallace around the pack to capitalise.
Good goal because it was a quick respond to the goal at the other end. Look, Lang does, he's doing some really good work in defence. I'd like to see him go forward and stretch Eagle Hawk. He's been involved with the play a lot, but it's all been defensive work. If he can get himself up towards their attacking zone, just gives them some height across half forward.
Dale Caldwell throws the ball aloft in the centre. Lang palms it down. Collins at the bottom of the pack. That's Liam Collins. Couldn't quite get it out, so instead it was Brodie Collins of Eagle Hawk who got it instead. He gave the hand pass to Wust, former Kangaroo Flat player. Kick goes towards half forward. Seconds away from quarter time. As the ball goes out of bounds once more, we'll have it tossed back in right in front of our broadcast position, in front of the timekeeper's box.
I was ready for the siren then, Jacko.
I think it'll go about now as Shirley puts the finger on the buzzer here at famous Canterbury Park. 29 minutes the quarter, and Eagle Hawk go to the first break leading by 13 points. 3 goals, 4-22 to Kangaroo Flat, 1 goal, 3-9. The second quarter coming up in a moment. We continue with more live local football on Bendigo's Fresh FM.
Kangaroo Flat won the centre breaks in the first term 3-1.
But they still trail by 13 points. Here's the second term, thanks to Jock Clark on Inside Bendigo Sport Fresh FM.
Up they go, Lang. Good tap down
Make
to
it
Greer,
4-1,
who threw it on the boot. Got it towards half forward. Thank you for that. Bow takes it. He's dispossessed. Just outside forward 50. Langan lays a good tackle for the Roos. Not rewarded for it, and the umpire is going to ball it up. So the Roos, promising start to the second term. They've got it across their half-forward line. Up goes the umpire. Lang wins it down again. Can he put a teammate on the end of it? Not easily. And the umpire comes in again. And we'll ball it up. So ball up just outside forward 50 for the Roos. Well, both ruckmen missed it, in fact. Don't know whether they nominated properly. Umpire, meanwhile, has picked out a free kick. And it'll go to the Roos to be taken by Lanyon. So he's got it between centre and half forward. New to the club this year, Jonathan Lanyon for the Roos. Goes to half forward, finds a teammate. They play on in towards the pocket. Up they go. Oh, chance for a mark. Bowyer. Charlie just couldn't take it. It's only about 15 metres out from the Roos. Goal's pushed over the line. And out of bounds, it'll be thrown in just next to the behind post. So an opportunity here for the Flat. They've got it where they want it, deep in their attacking zone at the moment. They still trail by 13 points early in the second term.
Ball thrown back in. Lawton got to the front position in that ruck contest. Ball hits the deck. About 20 players around the footy at the moment. Terrific tackle there for Eagle Hawk by Sam Harper. Sees the ball locked up. And again, another ball up to come. So Dale Caldwell clears out some space. Throws some instructions. Ball thrown up. Harper gets it ground level for Eagle Hawk. Spinning around on hands and knees, trying to get it out to Charlie Bowyer, 40 metres away from the Roos goal, but Eagle Hawk in defence will clear. They go towards half back. Getting the footy now on the first bounce is Madden, who's got it across half back. He's tackled. He'll be penalised for holding the ball. Advantage is paid. Needs, though, left the footy behind. He'll be disappointed there, Alex Pearson, because he was the one who got the free kick after a terrific tackle, and then a comedy of errors, and the ball ricochets out of bounds from the exact same position just beside the interchange
Quarter
gates.
time at Gisborne, and South 6-3-39, Gisborne 4-2-26.
So South obviously finding the goals today a lot better than they did last week. From the throw-in, chance for Greer, bumped off the football, close to the line. In fact, now it's pushed over and out of bounds to be thrown in. Still pretty much the same spot. Across half forward for Kangaroo Flat. Umpire to bring it back into play. Plenty of numbers around the contest. The ruckmen have been nominated. That wonderful. Lang at the back got it down. But there's a whistle on play. And Big Nick St. Nick's got the free kick for the Flat. No, Lanyon. Well, there you go. No, it is Nick Lang. Thank you. Jonathan Lanyon. Now he runs past Chickley and takes the hand pass, and his kick. Oh, up forward. Chopped off by Josh Bowe, handed off to a teammate down there in Hanley, and the Hawks out of trouble towards the wing grandstand side. They couldn't find the leading Matt Philo, and the ball has rolled over the line and out of play again. You're right, Bull, that's what you said earlier. Both sides need to get back in towards the corridor. All they're doing is sneaking up and down the boundary line. Keeps going out of bounds every 3 minutes. They can't get any continuity in their play. Take the corridor. Take the game on, son. Both sides.
Quickest way through the house, Jock.
Exactly. As long as there's not a train line through the middle of the house. It's worked over to Greer. He takes it for the Flat, kick to half forward, poor, straight onto the chest of Tim Hill.
See, two vital kicks there, both found Eagle Hawk players.
Hill's kick goes to centre wing, grandstand side. He's found Jesse Collins, who goes short down the line. Managed to get it off to a teammate who kicks inside 50, a high ball. Oh, going back. A terrific mark in defence there for Kangaroo Flat by Holman, who's got it across half back. He goes to half back. They're still trying to clear the defensive 50. Liam Collins was slung around in a tackle, and he's penalised for holding the ball. Great work there by Jed Hommelhoff, who's got it for the Borough. So he's got it about 70 metres out from goal. Right half forward flank for Eagle Hawk. Kick inside 50.
Kick.
Was a nice kick, as you say, Wallace, and he's managed to find Madden, who's got it very close to the boundary line, though, still.
Players are slipping over, Jock. You mentioned it in the first term, and as you would expect, a lot of rain in and around Central Victoria yesterday.
Yep, round the edges, still a bit slippery. It's another reason you'd play through the corridor.
So Madden will kick from about 45 metres out. He kicks long. He kicks straight. That's a terrific kick. Madden has the first of this second term as Eagle Hawk advanced to 4 goals, 4-28. Kangaroo Flat, a 1-3-9. 5 minutes gone in this second term, thanks to Aussie Disposals, as we take you inside Bendigo Sport on Bendigo's Fresh FM.
And it wasn't in the corridor or the kick, but pretty cool custom, Jock Clark. I like his work. Off the boot, And then he didn't really just swayed his way up towards a couple of players, like to say, piece of cake that. That's how you do it.
Good kid, Oscar Madden. Gets up.
Nice kick.
Readjusts the headband as you do these days in football, or the man bun, or something that perhaps we didn't in the old days. Ball up in the centre. Bow, great takeout for the Hawks. Inside forward 50 again. Flatter got numbers in defence. Lanyon takes, in fact it was McInnes, got out a hand pass. They squirt the ball wide out there. The target is Madden. Can he take it? That's the other Madden, Sam Madden. It's taken by the flat, kicked high and long towards half forward. No one can take the football. Chance for them down there to get it through Jack Bowyer. He needs a little bit of support. Got it to a teammate who was under the pump, tackled. Umpire has said close to the boundary line. Kangaroo flat free kick on the wing outer side. They'll go inboard and the mark will be taken down there by Daniel Dempster.
He got it off Sam Madden, so Dempster now. He's on the attacking side of centre wing, kicks towards Nick Lang, ball's fisted away from him. A great effort there by Jesse Collins. He came in from the side to lend his teammate Jack Lawton a hand and it went out of bounds.
If you remember that Josh Bow, when he won the Mickelson, what do you remember about him? Steaming out of the middle, Jock, and that's the first time we saw it out here this afternoon. Looks brilliant when he gets the footy. He takes, 10 to 8 metres before he kicks the football. Fantastic.
Ball's thrown back in on the outer scoreboard side. A lot of players around the footy. It's Eagle Hawk 28 to Kangaroo Flat 9 as the ball comes out now towards Bowyer. Brodie Collins gets the loose ball eventually for Eagle Hawk. He kicks inside 50. Gregory's came out, but McGuinness took a terrific defensive grab. He intercepts, chips down the line for Lanyon, who's got space to work with at centre half back. Express up the corridor. Foot pass was good, and he's found Mitchell Collins. Snappy kicks off the left boot. He goes 50 metres across the ground, managed to spot up a teammate, kick inside 50, comes towards half forward, Holt. He lost the footy though. Chance though for Kangaroo Flat to get it back through Dempster. Dempster's hand pass went astray. Kick inside 50 to Turner. Ball's fisted away from him. Good work though in defence, and Hill will mop up for Eagle Hawk as he feeds off the hand pass towards the back pocket. A few fumbles. McIver assists with a Shepherd, and then the kick was out of bounds on the full. No good then from Atherton. And the free kick to be taken by Needs across half forward for the Roos.
Usually reliable Borough defence, stuffing it up on that occasion. So Needs
It's a stuff up, Joe.
with the football. Is it? Oh, I should have said that. Has got it at half forward for Kangaroo Flat. He's been a good player. Don't know where he came from, but he's had plenty of it so far. Gets a lead. Goes to the player on the lead who can't take it. That was Cusson. He might be after not being able to hold the mark, and the ball's punched over the line out of bounds for a throw-in. So the boundary umpire to throw it back in, 40 metres out from the flat goal. Gee, they'd love another one here. Keep them well in touch. Plenty of numbers around the contest. Went over the head of both ruckmen. Chance down there taken by Lanyon. Got out a hand pass as he was tackled. Went to a pack of players and the umpire will ball it up. 45 metres out from the flat goal. It is 4-4-28 Eagle Hawk. 139 the flat. We've played 8.5 minutes of time second term, thanks to Aussie disposals.
Weiss got the hard ball. Terrific hand pass to Brodie Collins. Hanley goes across the ground, and then a long ball further down the line from Riley Saunders, but that was chopped off by Holman for Kangaroo Flat. It kicks towards half forward. Not for long, though, because it's been stolen by Jesse Collins for Eagle Hawk. So they've got it across half back as they go down the line now. Little chip comes to half back. The kick again comes to Riley McIver. He's got it at centre half back for the Borough. He kicks inside 50. Gregrix is out on the strong lead, but getting in the way to intercept is Holman, who's had plenty of it today.
Poor kick.
And he gives to Mitch Collins, who goes to half back, grandstand side, where McCartney has the footy.
That last kick inside forward 50, so important that it hits a target. Meanwhile, it's worked back towards half forward for Kangaroo Flat. There's a free kick. Might be downfield. It will be.
Just a little bit of a late tackle, not a lot in it.
Just a late shove. So Jordan Doherty, he's got the footy, goes across the ground. It's all right. Finds Sam Madden. He goes towards half forward. Player unattended. Mitch Holt has got it. Gets a lead into the pocket. Can't find it. Now a chance for the Hawks defence. Worked over the top. Taken by Atherton. He goes wide. Finds a teammate. Mark taken by Higgs. But meanwhile,
interesting.
Back at the ranch,
the umpire, the gold umpire, called the ball out, not the boundary umpire. So some of the Eagle Hawk players were pointing that out, but it was the gold umpire that said the ball rolled over the boundary line.
Well, that's how they help each other out.
Teamwork.
Yeah, because the boundary umpire was a fair way behind. So throw in, forward pocket for the flat, thumped towards the goal square, taken by Collins, then slipped over. Holt, in fact, it's Lanyon on the bottom of the pack for Kangaroo Flat. Good pick up and kick out of danger there by the Hawks. It was by Dylan Hanley, but it's come straight back. He couldn't find a target. Hawks might get it back. It's kick to kick at the moment. Flat with the footy, 40 out. Greer the target, can't take it. Grabbed by Atherton. His hand pass okay. Hawks clear defensive 50. Loose ball. Needs it the back for the flat. Took it, dispossessed. Can't pick it up again. McPhee's there for the Hawks. Lays a tackle. Umpire balled it up half forward for the Kangaroo Flat side.
We've been playing 11 minutes in this second term.
Frenetic, Jacko. That bit was frenetic.
It certainly was. Ball's thrown up. A lot of players around the footy just trying to slap it out on ground level. McCartney showed plenty of desperation, but his efforts weren't rewarded. Kangaroo Flat making a couple of quick changes. Mitchell Collins coming off the
Doesn't
ground
look
too.
good holding his arm.
No, I was just thinking the same thing. And he's assisted by a trainer as he goes off the ground. Let's hope Snappy's okay. Ball's thrown up. Ross Turner is one of the first to attack it. So too now is Lanyon. Comes out, back of the pack. Chance for Kangaroo Flat to Verbeek, who gives the hand pass off to Bowyer. Kick towards half forward. Finds Holt, who will get it on the second or third bounce. Kick inside 50. Good lead came at him from Cusson. Ball's fisted away. Chance for a rove. Kick comes deep inside 50, but bravely going back with the flight of the ball. Atherton, who takes the intercept and grab for Eaglehawk, and they clear now the borough towards half-back.
Yeah, up they go. Contested mark. No one could take it. Greer got it. Oh, his kick was smothered by Miles. Loose ball still inside forward 50. Turner got it to Lanyon. Lanyon spots a teammate 30 out dead in front and finds him. And that's the best forward entry for the Flat today.
Yeah, I think it was going to be a downfield free kick too. The umpire that came in that was not controlling the footy was about to issue that it was a free kick, but no need for that.
Mitchell Holt with the footy, and he'll fire at goal for Kangaroo Flat. He'll have no trouble with the distance. He's only got to kick it about 35 and almost directly in front. Holt for the Flat. Comes in, goes for home and kicks the goal. Teammates like it. They clap. So does the goal umpire. So Holt gets his second. He's kicked both the goals for the Flat so far. They go to 2 goals, 3-15. Trailing the Borough. The Hawks are 4-4-28. We have played just on 13 minutes of time second term, and that is thanks to Choices Flooring, Bendigo Bulk Carpets.
Just like the cousin that you want to go home but doesn't want to go, Jock. Just hanging around Kangaroo Flat, hanging around. If they can get this next score, they'll get a bit of belief.
I reckon they've got it now, to be honest. It's only, 10 or 12 points.
13 points, in fact, as Matt Philo takes it out of the middle for Eaglehawk. A scrubber kick inside 50. Holman, a chance to intercept for Kangaroo Flat across half-back. Players dive in from all sorts of directions. Ball comes towards Lanyon. He gets it for the Roos. Hand pass goes astray. Lawton goes to ground as he tries to collect the pill. Still at ground level. Comes out to the back of the pack. Holman again. He'll kick down the line from half-back up towards centre wing. Ball's fisted away from a pack of players, though, and out of bounds. In front of the scoreboard, it's Eaglehawk, 4 goals, 4-28. Kangaroo Flat at 2 goals, 3-15. 14 minutes gone in this second term as we take you inside Bendigo's sport on Bendigo's Fresh FM.
Still an absolute arm wrestle this game. Don't worry about that. Chance for the Borough to pick it up and kick it forward. Saunders goes high towards full forward. Not much chance of anybody marking that. Thumped away by the Flat defence. They get the crumb and kick it back towards the wing. It's on the scoreboard side. Nobody can take the mark. Plenty around the contest. Umpire circles, lets them go. Until now, when he doesn't let them go anymore and he balls it up.
Just a couple of players like Philo and Wust not getting as much as the footy as they did in the first term, and I reckon Kangaroo Flat right at this point on top.
Quick kick out of the congestion by Greer, goes towards half forward, but terrific interception by Miles across half back. They combine with a chain of hand passes, and now Atherton has it. His kick, not so good. Opportunity for Kangaroo Flat to pounce on the ball. Bowyer, he gets it. He's tackled, goes to ground. Ball spills clear to the back of the pack. Atherton does well.
Not sure how Bowyer got away with that. It was a high tackle on an opponent.
So Hannah's cleared. He's gone to half back, right in front of our broadcast position. Higgs marks. He kicks awfully close to the boundary line. that had millimetres to work with, and Conforti took it just on the right side of the line. So he goes down to Han again, who chips across the ground. Dale Caldwell had to duck because the kick just had enough height on it to find Hanley just over the top of Caldwell's head, and the Borough have gone deep inside 50 now. Gretrix tried to outmuscle his opponent, but in the process gave away a free kick to McGuinness, who took the mark anyway, and he's gone to Liam Collins in the back pocket for the Roos.
The way the ball's coming in, Gretrix at the moment just not leading. He's wanting to do body work, and Jim McInnes is up to it. Don't worry about that. He's beaten him the last 2 times. So the ball kicked back towards half forward for the Borough, but the Flat, who's that in defence there for the Flat? Jacko, you got the glasses?
Holman, I think.
Thank you, that'll do. He kicks towards half-back, out of sight, turned over. It's taken by Lawton. The big fella wobbles it back inside forward 50. Chance for the Hawks. Hand pass wide. Can they get a shot at goal? It's kicked across the face towards the hot spot. Plenty up. No one can take the mark. 25 out for the Borough goal. The Flat defence. Stand up. And stand up well. Clearing kicks a beauty to Greer. He's got a little bit of space. He struggled to find that all day. Then he goes to half forward. Marking contest. Over the top, Atherton, good spoil. Goes back and gets the crumb. He goes wide, finds a teammate. Gives it to Higgs. Higgs runs through half back. Goes down the wing. Grandstand side and finds a teammate. Madden, that's Oscar Madden, takes the mark for the Hawks.
Grandstand side wing. Madden elects to go into the centre, where he manages to find Hand, back to Lawton. And now with the footy for the Borough is Sean Williams, who's been quiet today. His kick goes towards half forward, missed the intended target, Matt Philo, and the ball goes out of the field of play. Matt Philo too, the son of Kangaroo Flat co-coach Sean Philo. So interesting that Matt's playing for Eagle Hawk and his dad, the co-coach of the opposition today in Kangaroo Flat.
You just get the feeling this next goal is very important in the overall context of this game. Flat have been working so hard, but they haven't hit the scoreboard in this term.
Bit early to be trotting that old one out, isn't it?
Ball's thrown back in. Hommelhoff
Well,
inside
true.
50 for the Borough. Greg Ricks got to the front position. He has some support. It comes to Harper, snapping around the body. Off the
There you
left,
go.
Harper's put it through. Well, a much-needed goal for the Borough. It's their first goal in 12 minutes too. So Harper has his first of the afternoon as Eagle Hawk go to 5 goals, 4-34. Kangaroo Flat, 2 goals, 3-15. That's thanks to Choices Flooring, Bendigo Bulk Carpets, as we take you inside Bendigo Sport on Bendigo's Fresh FM.
My point being, Jock, I reckon that Kangaroo Flat in this term have controlled the footy inside the field a lot. They've had a lot of good play, but they haven't hit the scoreboard. Eagle Hawk then got the goal straight away. If Flat had got that goal, then they would have been only a kick behind. But that stretches them. It's a low-scoring game, 5-4 to 2-3.
This was the same problem Flat had last week. They got it up and around forward 50 in that last quarter against Golden Square, but couldn't get it any further than that and couldn't find a target. They've got to find some reliable avenues to goal. They've had enough of the ball in general play to at least be up with Eagle Hawks 5 goals at the moment.
It's good to see Lang lining up at full forward at the moment.
Got to get it to him. So there's the umpire taking the ball. He'll ball it up, centre of the ground. Lawton goes up, punched over the top. He can't find a teammate. Greer will take it. He's been good at ground level for the Flat. Got it to Holman. Holman, good steal, went through the traffic. Oh, thought he might have been tripped. Umpire said no. Hommeloff takes the crumb. Goes inside forward 50. He put it on Gretrich's bootlaces. That's no good for a big 6-foot-plus bloke. The umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go to McInnes. Last line of defence for the Flat. Takes it, goes wide across the ground. Might be Jack Bowyer, is it, who's got the mark from defensive 50. Goes towards half-back out of side and finds Turner.
Player we gave a big rap pre-game. Been around Kangaroo Flat for quite a while now and is doing a terrific job again today. Liam Collins goes from half-back up towards centre wing. Ball goes into dispute. And again, we'll have another ball up. 19 points is the lead for Eagle Hawk as we approach time on in this second term. Ball's thrown up. Lawton knocked it down. Waston tries to collect, couldn't bend down to pick the loose footy up though then. So again, it's a stop-start sort of passage of play.
At the moment, Jackson, storm, maybe not a storm, just a light breeze at the moment because Square 6-9 leads Storm 2-5.
Interesting. Long way to go though.
I would have expected Storm to be doing a tad better than that, but still a half or so of footy to play in these round 2 clashes in Bendigo Footy League
Just a
this
few
afternoon.
showers rather than thunderstorm activity at the moment, Storm Jackson.
Well, there was the possibility of a shower or two today, Wallace, so
Half time, Jackson, we're going back to the studio. Joel Peterson, Joel everywhere, will be there to keep us updated with what's happening across Central Victorian footy at half time.
Big day for Joel. Of course, he'll be
It is.
at the QEO tonight too with
Every
John
day's a big
Hunter
day.
taking on Sandhurst
Rockstar.
and Castlemaine. It comes towards McPhee. He tries to get a free kick, won't do so. He's tackled again. Had about 3 against him, in fact. So we'll have a ball up on the outer side. Attacking side of centre wing. Kangaroo Flat. Eagle Hawk, though. Work it further forward for their side. Comes around the body from Harper. Whole heap of bodies clamour at the footy. Riley Saunders in the pocket tries to collect the loose ball. He's pressured, though, out of bounds by McGuinness again, who just does another little 1%er. He's
You're
been
liking
terrific.
his game, Jackson.
Well, he's almost the best player on the ground as far as I'm concerned at this stage. Greg Ricks has had little influence so far.
You want to use your full forward, Jackson, kick it to him. There's a simple philosophy in football. Throw in, forward pocket for the Hawks. No one can get it effectively. Big pack of players develop. It's about 40 out from the Borough goal. Good tackle down there by a flat player. That was on Sean Williams. Couldn't get it out. Still loose. Chance for Wust. Grabbed. Couldn't get a kick away. From about 35 out, Homeloth's had a shot at goal on the left foot and through for a minor score. So the Hawks will go to 5-5-35. The Flat at 2-3-15. 21 and a half gone. Second term. Thanks to Choices Flooring Bendigo Bulk Carpets.
Liam Collins elects to play to himself. And he kicks towards half-back on the grandstand side. Interesting move, though, because his intended target, Alex Pearson, had 4 players against him. So Eagle Hawk with ease, send it back inside 50 through McGlashan. He kicks towards the pocket. Liam Collins, though, does well for the Roos to collect the footy once more before it goes out of bounds again. About 50 metres away from the Eagle Hawk goal, who head towards the city end in this second term. They lead 5-5-35 to Kangaroo Flat, 2 goals, 3-15. The margin 20 points at the 22-minute mark of this second quarter.
So there's the throw in, closing on the big interval. Work towards the boundary line and over again for yet another throw in, same spot. Just outside forward 50 for the Hawks. And it's almost like I watched a bit of rugby league last night. It's like a rolling maul of players just following the ball around at the moment. Very, very few opportunities for anybody to find some space to work in and set things up from the throw-in. Lang got it down, couldn't find a teammate. Nanny McPhee hovers, he can't get it out. And the umpire...
It wasn't the
run.
umpire that was right there. It was the umpire that was down the field. Jock played that free kick. He came in from around 30 to 40 metres away to make the decision. The umpire that was in control of that bit of play was only 5 metres away and let it go.
So Matt Filo's got the free kick for the Hawks. Too far out, you would think, from about 55. Gives it a ride, not quite the distance off hands and through for a minor score. So again the Hawks get a little one. They go to 5-6-36. The Roos are 2-3-15. 23 and a half gone. Second term. Thanks to Aussie Disposals.
Liam Collins kicks in. He couldn't find a teammate then. So chance for Eagle Hawk through Conforti to send it right back to the tip of the goal square. Which way will it fall? Back of the pack. Greg Ricks tries to get the loose ball. He won't. Lang is happy to concede a rush behind. So Eagle Hawk are 5 goals, 7-37. Kangaroo Flat 2-3-15 as they clear. Thanks to Aussie Disposals, we take you inside Bendigo Sport on Fresh FM.
Needs gets the football. His kick off the side of the boot. It's gone out of bounds on the full. So they've turned it straight over and the Hawks will come back. Player with the free kicks, Hanley from the wing. Goes to half forward. Kicked it straight to Nick Lang, who takes the mark at half back for the Roos. Got to say, field kicking, not breaking world records today. If you're giving out gold medals, there wouldn't be many to be distributed. Lang's short kick okay to Greer. Greer goes short again, finds a teammate.
Yeah, both sides, Jock, happy to play this short game out of defence.
Yep, well, it's worked down there with a hand pass by Caleb Williams. Finds a teammate who kicks up towards Mitch Collins. His hand pass is okay. Now a longer kick for the Flat towards half forward. Chases on down there. McHugh's got a couple to beat. Can't do it. The Hawks' defence is good. They go back inboard to Tim Hill, who takes the mark. He goes across the ground to McPhee, who's got it, still in defensive 50, wants to hand pass, wants to play on, doesn't know what he wants to do. Eventually he gets a lead from a big fellow in Lawton, goes across to him, runs to his support, takes the hand pass back, switch of players goods, worked over in the direction down there of Conforti. He goes to the wing outer side. The Hawks in control of the footy, kick to half forward. Harper left it for his teammate. He couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level, chance for the Hawks again with numbers. Kick wide. Atherton's drifted right down inside forward 50. Gets it on the bounce, turns, goes with a left foot kick and finds a target in Harper. Well, gee.
Harper's looked lively, but that was good poise, Jock, because there was a fair bit of movement going on and he didn't rush his kick to look for the best option.
It was like laying 1,000 bricks on a very hot day, that. It was really, really, really hard work, but they've got an opportunity. Harper, shot at goal from 40 metres on a 45-degree angle for the Hawks. Comes in, goes for home and kicks the goal. And Sam Harper becomes the first multiple goal scorer for the Hawks. That takes them to 6 goals, 7, 43, leading the flat 2-3-15. Just approaching half-time. It's 26 and a half minutes gone in the second term, thanks to Aussie disposals.
Yeah, low-scoring contest. Those goals are vital, especially when you go into red time like 26 gone. Harper's played well. He marks the ball well and really nice kick off the boot. And Eagle Hawk now, as we hit time on, 6-7 to 2-3, flat need to try and find a goal before half-time.
That they do. Their last goal was through Mitch Holt, and that was at the 12-minute mark of this term. So they've gone 15 minutes since without another major on the scoreboard. Bow gets the centre takeaway for Eagle Hawk. A good little crumb inside 50. Comes now towards Greg Ricks. Ball comes for the Burrow to Williams. He has a bit of a fumble, 10 metres away from their goal. Eagle Hawk continue to press, but it's wrapped up.
Set up Williams. He just had control, then dropped the footy, and then he was under pressure by the Kangaroo Flat defence.
Well, this is major league footy. One fumble and you're out of business.
Lang palms it down for Kangaroo Flat. Smartly away from the goal zone towards the boundary line. Lanyon, bit of a hospital kick, floats towards the defensive side of centre wing. But Eagle Hawk regain the footy. Quick kick by Atherton. Inside 50. Hung a long time in the air. Fisted away from Greg Ricks as the siren sounds for the major break. And at half-time, it is Eagle Hawk. 6 goals, 7, 43. Leading Kangaroo Flat. 2 goals, 3, 15. So 13 scoring shots to 5 at the major break sees Eagle Hawk leading by 28 points. The underway, Eagle Hawk 6-7-43, Kangaroo Flat 2-3-15. The third term's underway with Jock Clark on Inside Bendigo Sport Fresh FM.
Can the flat peg it back? It's a good takeout. It came down from Lang, straight to Lanyon. Kick to half forward and found Holt. Goes inside forward 50, can't find a teammate. Player on the lead took it on the bounce, immediately tackled to the ground, and the umpire will ball it up. Wallace, just cast your eye. You know all of them, you've been watching them carefully, and let us know what structural changes the flat have made inside forward 50.
I'll get back to you in a moment.
All right,
No
from
problems.
the ball up, no one could take it effectively. Oh, squirts out, chance for a shot at goal. Dempster's got it for the flat. He's thrown it across the body, but he's just missed to the right-hand goal post and put it through for a minor score. So the flat go to 2-4-16, trailing the Burrow 6-7-43. Ball's brought back into play. And Hill's got it. Goes all the way back into the back pocket. Gives ground to make ground. Oh, a player took it, bounced it, didn't know where to go, then went back to Hill, just got him, had to get down on his knees to mark it, and Hill's got it further back than when he had it a minute ago.
Can tell you, Trent McGuinness is still at full back, Jock. Matty Gratuk's still at full forward.
Did notice that. Now he goes across the ground. The kick from Hill, a good one. The mark's taken by Hanley in the other side forward pocket.
So Hanley has got it.
Or should I have said back pocket? Thank you, Jacko.
Well, he assesses options. It's between the back pocket and the half-back flank, so near enough, I reckon, Jock, as he goes down the line, up towards centre wing. West, he just barges off a couple of would-be tacklers, did exceptionally well. Jesse Collins got it over the top towards McPhee. Players diving dangerously over the football, including Damien Wast. He's tackled and goes to ground.
Only one player inside, two players inside attacking 50 for Eagle Hawk. Plenty of space.
But see, now they start to, you watch them, now they start to flood back. They don't need Sean Williams and Philo in there yet.
Langvey handling the ruck contest. Lanyon for Kangaroo Flat clears. He kicks up towards half forward and a free kick. They push off the ball there against the Kangaroo Flat player.
Harper and Gettrix playing deep for Eagle Hawk.
So Atherton has it for the Borough, who's been one of the better players for Eagle Hawk too, you'd have to say. He got himself in a bit of bother there as he looked to play on. And the Borough go express up the corridor. More of that, we'd say. Kick inside 50. Missed the intended target, Matt Philo. Lanyon did well, gave it off to Holman. He switches across the ground and manages to find Ross Turner. He's got it on half-back. Little chip to Lanyon. Barely found the 15 metres. Back to Turner. That hand pass to a shocker. Turner might cough it up. McPhee a chance to get the footy for the Borough. At right half forward. Nick Lang puts his head over it too. He's pushed in the ground and will have a ball up 50 metres away from Eagle Hawk's goal. They lead 6-7. Kangaroo Flat 2-4.
Ball handling from both sides, breaking no world record. Scrambled inside forward 50. Gretrix on hands and knees, got out a hand pass to Williams, to Homoloff. Shows a clean pair of heels, straightens at 15 and kicks the goal. Just shrugged the tackle and first big blood in the third term. Goes to the Hawks. They'll go to 7-7. That's 49, leading the Flat 2-4-16. Good goal, Homoloff. That is thanks to Aussie disposals.
Likely type, isn't he, Jed Homoloff? Nice little give there from Williams. It was a very small little hand pass just around the corner, and that's his second one, Jock?
That's his second, yep. 2 to Jed.
So we've gone just over 3 minutes in this third term. 49-16, a 33-point lead to Eagle Hawk. Josh Bowe, the playing coach, would be pleased with his side's performance so far this afternoon, though it has been low scoring. Speaking of Bowe, he hacks the ball out of mid-air from the centre to get the takeaway. Hommelhoff gets it now, off to McPhee. His hand pass goes astray. Lanyon perhaps was caught high. Umpire said no. Ball ricochets towards Needs. He can't quite pick it up. Hand pass comes out wide, back to Holman. He's had a stack of the footy today. Kicks towards half forward. Couldn't spot up a teammate. Ball spills now out towards the back of the pack. Comes to Dempster. Looping hand pass over the top. Opportunity beckons. Snap on goal by Cusson. And he's put it through for the Roos.
Needed it.
Much needed indeed for Kangaroo Flat. And they'll go to 3-4-22. Eagle Hawk is 7-7-49. We've played almost 5 minutes in this third term, thanks to Aussie disposals, as we take you inside Bendigo Sport on Bendigo's Fresh FM.
If you have quick ball movement, that's one of the few occasions this afternoon. With the ball was across half back, that Flood actually took the game on. They ran hard, they were prepared to go straight down the corridor, and then they got a shot at goal and took full advantage of that. It's a nice piece of play, but they actually took the game on then. They didn't go sideways at all. Because
they got it in there quickly too, Cusson found himself with a little bit of space. So the Flat continue to hang in.
And to answer your question, Jock, Flat have made a few positional changes, but I haven't picked any of them up yet.
You're just waiting for the email. Ball up, centre of the ground. Terrific conditions. Can't believe with all the rain we've had in the last few days how good it is out here at Canterbury Park. Ground in good nick, sun shining. They even built a new club rooms just for the occasion. Up they go. Lang got it down. Well done to Lanyon. Threw it on the boot. Inside forward, 50 marks taken. Is that Doherty?
It is.
Who's taken the mark. 45 out directly in front.
How good would it be, Jock? Back-to-back goals. Hasn't happened in this game to date.
Certainly hasn't happened for the Flat. Probably hasn't happened for the Borough for a while. They kicked the first 2 of the game, but that's probably the only time, I would think, from memory. So Doherty, Jordan Doherty, lining up for the Flat. This would give the side a lift. From 45, slide angle, comes in, he's pushed it wide and just snuck it in for a minor score.
Nearly landed in the Courthouse Hotel bar, Jock.
And you would have been prepared to go and get it?
Across the face, I'd have a crack at that, yeah.
So the Hawks 7-7-49, the Flat go to 3-5-23. We've played just on 6.5 minutes time, third term, thanks to Aussie disposals.
Huge kick by Miles, goes about 70 metres. His kick can't spot up anyone at first, but then
High
the play
tackle.
was caught high, as you say, Wallace, and so Scott Han is the recipient across half-back. You mentioned back-to-back goals. It did happen at the beginning of the game, as you said, Jock, and then also at one occasion late in the second term where the Borough kicked 2 goals within 7 minutes. But there haven't been a lot of goals today, it must be said. Ball's across half-forward now for Kangaroo Flat as it goes into dispute.
My point, Jackson, I'm labouring it, that Flood hadn't had back-to-back goals in this game.
Which is 100% true and accurate. Wallace Teasdale with us this afternoon on Inside Bendigo Sport, Fresh FM. Hope you're enjoying the call this afternoon. Ball spinning back into play. Jesse Collins tries to get it out for the Borough. They do so up towards centre wing, but Ross Turner read the play superbly and chops it off for Kangaroo Flat. He opts to chip wide, and he's found Liam Collins. So he goes with a little foot pass further down the line to Greer, the co-coach. He goes inside 50. He might fancy himself for a shot here. He has a pin on the run, and that's a terrific coach's goal. Corey Greer has his first of the afternoon, and Kangaroo Flat now, Wallace, do have 2 on the trot here at famous Canterbury Park. 7-7-49 the Borough. Kangaroo Flat 4-5-23. Thanks to Aussie Disposals as we take you inside Bendigo Sport on Bendigo's Fresh FM.
Didn't happen overnight, but it did happen. That's inspirational type play. Having a crack a bit more, Jock, do you think, this turn? Flat?
Yeah, look, they're actually finding a little bit of space
Getting a bit
and
more
using
reward,
the ball a bit better.
Scoreboard.
Greer took his
reward.
opponent on, got around him and had the shot. And, you know, terrific effort.
Message there.
Fortune favours
Take
the
it on.
brave. Yeah, take it on. Ball up, centre of the ground, pack develops, bit of push and shove. Look at that. Oh. Bit of feeling in the game. Umpire quick to grab the ball and throw it up again. So Lang got it down. Lang inlays a good tackle. Nobody can get it out. Plenty of bodies strewn all over the ground. And again, the umpire will ball it up still in the centre of the ground. Back to a 20-point margin. Anybody's game of football. Ball up in the middle. Umpire's picked out a free kick. And it will go to the Flat.
Incorrect disposal.
So the Flat will go forward. Kick by Liam Collins. Inside forward 50.
Downfield.
There's another whistle on play, and it's a Kangaroo Flat free kick, and it will result in a shot on goal.
Yeah, free kick by the non-officiating umpire, Jordan Doherty, the recipient of the free kick, Jock. So he'll have a shot for goal from about 40 metres out, directly in front.
Almost where he missed the last one from. Maybe a fraction closer. What was the field? What was it? Was it downfield or an infringement that was spotted?
I think it came from a Big Hawk player chatting to the umpire about the decision out of the setup.
So Jordan Doherty, can he get this one right? My word, he can. He's put it through. And the Flat are absolutely back in town. That's Doherty's first. And the Flat will now go to 5-5-35, trailing the Hawks 7-7-49. That is thanks to Choices Flooring, Bendigo Bulk Carpets, and the Flat are back in town, Wallace.
I'm thinking it was from Jess Collins, who didn't like the free kick paid against him, and I think he might have let the umpire know that, Jock, and that's why it was a downfield free kick.
14-point margin.
So we're back in the centre, and that's 3 unanswered goals too for Kangaroo Flat, the most any side has got on the run so far in this clash. And neither side could get the takeaway that time. So we'll have a ball up. 14
Kangaroo
points.
Flat player hobbling badly with his ankle, rolled his ankle right in the middle of the ground, making his way to the bench now.
14 points is the lead for Eagle Hawk at the moment. Yeah, he doesn't look the best there, does Kangaroo Flats Mitchell Holt. As he comes off the ground, as you say, Wallace. Brody Collins for Eagle Hawk tries to get the
He's
ball
in a
out.
lot of pain.
Goes towards Riley McIver. Oh, terrific smother on the kick there by Greer on Brody Collins. So Kangaroo Flat kick towards half forward. Still has heaps of players around this footy. Hard to see which side's going to get it out. Miles snaps around his body for Eagle Hawk. A fortuitous bounce favours Mitch Collins for Kangaroo Flat. He went off the ground earlier with a bit of an arm complaint. Good to see his back though as the Roos go towards half forward. McIver. Well, was it out? Was it not? It was very close. Some contention between the timekeepers here in the timekeepers box as to whether it was
Mitch Holt,
in or
very,
out.
very
We'll have
properly.
it thrown in.
Jackson and trainers are working with him at the moment. Doesn't look too good though. Ankle.
So throw in. Cross half forward for the flat, front of the grandstand, squirts out towards their half forward line. No one could take the mark. It's picked up and kicked inboard down there by Charlie Bowyer. Can he find a teammate? He can't. It's probably 45 out for a flat goal. Gee, another one would really put the cat amongst the pigeons. If there's any pigeons out here because of the Hawks.
There's some fake birds.
Yeah, there is.
They're not affected by the cats though normally, Jock.
Ball pushed over the line, out of bounds. Throw in forward pocket for the flat. Up they go. Push to the back. Oh, a Hawks player took it, threw it on the boot. Just bounces inside the line, over and out of bounds for yet another throw in. Well, it's hard work still, but just gradually the flat are pegging back this Eagle Hawk lead. Back to 14 points. The ball still across half forward for the flat. Umpire asks for nominations. He gets them from both parties, Liberal and Labor. Up they go. Thumped away to the back by the Hawks. Can they get out of this? They can. Taken by Collins. No, run down. Is he penalised? He is. Free kick, Kangaroo Flat. Good tackle. Oh, Holt. Did he stand over him and say a few words?
He did.
Did he give him the last rites?
So
Goes short and finds a teammate.
So Mitchell Collins has gone short over the top and he's found Dempster.
You can go now, Jacko.
It was pretty hard to see in that little pocket there. As Dempster kicks, they go long and deep inside 50. The hand pass that he gave off to Bowyer. Bowyer is a long penetrating kick of the ball, but he's put it out of bounds in the full. And so the free kick will be taken in the back pocket by Matt Philo for Eagle Hawk. He goes with a short little chip, and he's found hand. But again, field umpire Dale Caldwell says you've got to go and take the kick
again
on the proper angle. So he kicks eventually, does follow, back to the man he gave it to in hand, who took it at full back. And he goes wide to half back for Harper.
On the full.
Yep. Too wide.
So a problem there. And Kangaroo Flat, I'll tell you what, they could be a chance of scoring again here as they kick long and deep inside 50. Oh, what a great mark. It's been paid for Eagle Hawk by Cam McGlashan, who went back with the fly of the ball and took an absolute gem. They clear now to Eagle Hawk, and Harper has the footy across half-back, fake bird pocket.
Still inside defensive 50, goes across the ground, switch on by Eagle Hawk. They go wide, Miles the target, and he takes the mark at half-back in front of the grandstand. Miles for the Hawks, goes inboard. Now they've got the corridor. They'll go to the centre of the ground. Good kick to McPhee. He's got space. And a player running for him on the wing outer side. Conforti stops, picks it up. From 60 out, goes towards Gretrix. Good thump away by McInnes. Ball loose, 30 out for the Hawks goal. Can they get the next one? It'd be a steadier. The hand pass stolen by Wust. Oh, he's run into a brick wall. Has to get rid of it. He does. Finds a teammate, Atherton. He gets rid of it. Goes back to Conforti. Goes back to McPhee. They go all the way back nearly towards the scoreboard. Now they reload the Hawks inside to Homoloff. And he's taken a mark 45 out on an angle. Boy. They went everywhere.
Well, it just shows it can go back to go forward sometimes.
They didn't cover that much territory when they discovered the Wild West, Wallace.
I think they do.
Did they? Maybe they did. So Homoloff's got it. He's kicked a couple so far.
It was a patient build-up, Jock, but end result could be a goal.
He'll kick from about 45 metres on a bit of an angle, and he pushes it wide and through for a minor score. The Hawks go to 7-8-50. They lead the Roos 5-5-35, and we have played just over 15 minutes third term, thanks to Choices Flooring, Bendigo Bulk Carpets.
Ball's brought back into play for Kangaroo Flat by Holman, who goes looking for Lang, but instead found McGlashan of Eagle Hawk, who took a terrific grab.
And he can do that all the time, McGlashan. He's got great hands.
He kicks long and deep, looking for Gregrix, doesn't find him. Good work by McGuinness. Now it comes out towards Lanyon, who gets it. He hand passes off again for Kangaroo Flat to Madden. Madden's kick, a good one, found Gree. He'll have to be quick. Gets the boot to ball, kicks towards half forward. It's very close to the boundary line. And he made every effort to mark that foot. He did cuss him, but it was fisted away from him and out of bounds. Across right half forward for Kangaroo Flat. Grandstand side at famous Canterbury Park. Eagle Hawk 7-8-50. Lead Kangaroo Flat 5-5-35.
15-point margin. The Roos have breathed life back into this game. Nominated ruckman, get it down. One hit it to the other. I'm not sure that's in the rules, is it? And the umpire, when he was tackled to the ground, comes in to ball it up. They were waxing, Jacko.
Could bring that rule in next year, Jock.
Yeah, bring it in. We need some more rules. I don't think they changed the rules enough in football. Ball up, just outside forward, 50 for the flat. They can't take it. Oh, Hawk defender ran over the top of it, had to go back and get it. Needs went in and stole it. How did he get through the traffic? Gets a lead, falls short though. Went through the Hawks players. Now it's 35 out for Nauru's goal. They're dangerous. They're threatening. Needs gets it back. Right foot shot at goal into the square. There's a mark taken and a goal kicked. Jack Bowyer took it in front of his opponent, a metre out, turned around, kicked it through. And I tell you what, this is a fair dinkum contest at the moment. Margin back to 9 points.
They should run to Lloyd Needs there. His second effort, his first effort was good. His second effort was even better. And he set that goal up nicely for Kangaroo Flat. Hard running.
Eagle Hawk 7-8-50. Kangaroo Flat 6-5-41. 17 and a half gone, third term. And this has gone, well, the first half was pretty dour, but this has turned into a fair dinkum contest at the moment. The Flat have found another gear, there's no doubt about that.
9 points is the lead to Eagle Hawk, but Kangaroo Flat with 4 unanswered goals. The Borough need one. Philo's kick, well, that was an accidental pass, you'd have to say, to Bo. Went off the outside of the boot about 10 metres wide. Back now to Philo, who goes off to Atherton, kicking to the centre of the ground. Mark taken by McPhee. He's got it inside the centre square. Hand pass to Conforti. Centre wing. Kicks inside 50. Looking to the pocket. Oh, good use of the body.
Yep.
Superb. And that was done beautifully by Williams, who's got it inside 50 for Eagle Hawk. He's yet to trouble the scorers today, but his chance to do so right here at a time when Eagle Hawk need to buck the trend. Kangaroo Flat have had all the momentum with the last 4 goals. Approaching time on in this third term. Eagle Hawk lead by 9. To stretch their lead to 15.
Oh.
He'll stretch it by nothing. Out of bounds in the full in the left forward pocket.
Get up, Shorty!
Mike Lau, they'll be pretty happy at the moment with Golden Square. They lead 65 to Storm 31.
Fair dinkum.
Been an impressive display by Square today.
Not over yet. Flat have got it in the back pocket. They go down the line. Lang the target, went over his head. He got a push, said the umpire. Big St. Nicholas has got a free kick just outside defensive 50. Good boots, Langy too. He'd stand out in the dark. He goes with a little pass. Finds a teammate. Good kick, and it's taken by Langian. He's been very good, the Bort boy. Goes into Needs. Oh, dropped what he should have taken. Might have turned it over. Collins steals it for the Borough. Then his hand pass. Not much chop. Goes back and gets it. That was good. Got it to Homeloff. They've got him collared just outside forward 50. I tell you what, they've ridden him like it was the Melbourne Cup, and the umpire said, give it to me and I'll ball it up. Up they go. Lawton won it down. Found a teammate. The Hawks get it back inside forward 50. Holman backs back with good judgment and marks in defence for the Flat. It is a 9-point ball game. 20 minutes gone, third term, and it is turning into a bit of a ding-dong battle.
Holman to McGuinness at full back for Kangaroo Flat as they patiently look to transition the footy out of the defensive 50 up towards centre wing where the footy is found now, but it's chopped off. Jesse Collins gets it for Eagle Hawk. Back into the centre. Erratic hand pass came out towards McIver. He gave it off to Bow. Left foot kick was a good one. Found Higgs, who's got it. Across half forward. Wust is loose. He's demanding the footy. Won't head in his direction. Instead, he goes more direct and a more penetrating option too to Sean Williams, who has a player loose across the ground. Dear me, that kick was a shocker, but it might still bounce favourably for Hommelhoff. He has Jesse Collins in support. Collins snaps, and Collins gets a much-needed goal for Eagle Hawk. From about 40 metres out off the right, over his shoulder, the Borough go to 8 goals, 8, 56. Kangaroo Flat 6-5, 41. 15 points is the lead to Eagle Hawk. Thanks to Choices Flooring, Bendigo Bulk Carpets. We take you inside local sport on Bendigo's Fresh FM.
With the momentum of this term, you're right, Jackson. It's a much-needed goal. Is that the first goal for Eagle Hawk this term?
It's their first goal since the 3-minute mark, actually.
So it got underway with the goal, and Jock, it's been all one-way traffic, the Flat, up until this point.
Yep, the Flat have certainly bounced back pretty well so far. Ball up, centre of the ground. Can they continue it now? Langian goes through hard, gets the footy, but they've got him. He can't break the tackle. The umpire ball it up centre of the ground. I tell you what, this is a very good contest at the moment. Two sides having a fair dinkum crack at it. Up they go. Lawton won it down. Langan tries to chase it down. Picks it up. Goes crash. Ran into an Eagle Hawk player. He's tackled to the ground and he's won a free kick. Well, must have been high, said the umpire. He wastes no time. Hands it off to Turner. Goes long towards half forward. Good mark taken down there. Hand pass wide. Charlie Bowyer found a teammate. 30 out. Shot at goal on the left foot. Never really looked much good, Daniel Dempster's kick.
No, it was across his body, Jock. He actually had time to straighten
He
up.
had more time than he knew he had.
Yeah, he could have ran a couple of more metres and had a clear shot at goal. He felt the pressure coming and just kicked it across his body quickly.
You and I both hope we've got more time than we think we have. So the free kick, in fact, the shot at goal through for a minor score. And courteously, the fullback waiting until his teammate gets back over the fence and onto the field
Probably
to
because
play.
he'll kick it to him now.
No, he won't. Now he
could've.
kicks it straight down the centre of the ground with a big boomer. Up they go. Nobody could take the mark. Flatter got the deck stacked at the back, so they take the football. Couple of hand passes, went back in the direction of Langan, couldn't get it out, turned over. Goes towards Oscar Madden. He goes inside forward 50. Homoloff takes it, closes to 30. Just got tackled as he threw it on the boot, and it wobbled along the ground and through for a minor score. He's been dangerous down there, Jed Homoloff, inside forward 50. Not quite able to do something on that occasion. So another little one for the Hawks. They go to 8-9. They lead the Flat 6-6. 23 gone. Third term.
It's a real scrub of that kick, and well, a penetrating ball by McGuinness back in to the ground, but McIver,
yeah,
great interception grab, and a terrific one-hander, if you don't mind, by Harper. Inside attacking 50 for Eagle Hawk, right in front of our broadcast position.
It's back-to-back great marks. Jackson McIver set the trend, and Harper's been marking like that all day.
So Harper throws a bit of grass in the air. He'll kick from about 45 metres out, 5 or 6 metres in from the boundary line.
They personify what our league's about, I reckon, those kids.
So 15 points is the advantage for Eagle Hawk. Possibly 21 if Harper can convert this. He goes very close to the man on the mark, and in fact 50, well, it won't matter. He's kicked the goal anyway.
He's kicked the goal. No, he doesn't have to kick it again, surely.
So
has he got to kick it again?
He does. Lanyon was the man on the mark.
He won't miss strike. He's in the goal square.
So here's an opportunity for Harper to, well, he'd already kicked the goal, but he'll kick it from on the goal line, so it doesn't really matter anyway. So 25 minutes gone in this term, and he has his third. He's been very good today, has Harper, as Eagle Hawk go to 9 goals, 9, 63. And Kangaroo Flat is 6 goals, 6, 42. That hurts Kangaroo Flat. Yeah. Thanks to Aussie Disposals. We take it inside local sport on Bendigo's Fresh
Yeah,
FM.
it does, but good work by McIver. He set himself for that mark cross half back, and it was a really strong mark. That allowed him to get it forward to cross half forward. And he's been a good player all day, Harper.
Yeah, two good individual pieces of play. McIver to Harper. Just gives the Hawks a little bit of breathing space. Back in the centre, ball up. It's tough and hard in there, I'll tell you. The blokes that have played midfield, particularly at the bottom of those ball ups, they're going to need a nice relaxing massage tonight, one would think, because they'll be knocked around a little bit. Up they go. No one can get it out again. Langan at the bottom of the pack. He's been there a fair bit today. He's a bit of a nuggety terrier, but he can't get it out. And again, the umpire will ball it up. Waiting on the umpire, ball it up. Again, Lang might have got first hands to it. This time, Langan lays the tackle, and he might have laid it a bit unfairly, according to the umpire. It's a Borough free kick. Player taking his time to get up. That was Collins, Brodie Collins. Went for a hand pass, can't do it, got to go back and take it. Now he goes with another little kick, and this time the umpire said it's okay, he is allowed to play on. So the Hawks have got it on the wing, scoreboard side. They unload with a long kick. Harper the target. He's got 3 to beat, can't do it. Got the crumb, got the space from 50, goes towards McPhee and finds him 20 out on a slight angle. And the marker's taken, and McPhee, Nanny will go back and have a shot at goal for the Hawks. And all of a sudden, this could really take the wind out of the sails of Kangaroo Flat, Jacko.
There was a nice bit of movement there, and yes, it certainly would. In fact, they're going for 3 goals in 5 minutes here.
So McPhee, from 30 metres, Goes for home. Looks okay. He's put it through. So the Hawks have steadied. They've taken a big deep breath and they've regained their composure, Jacko.
They certainly have. It's been most impressive the last 5 minutes from Eagle Hawk. McPhee there nailing that opportunity. But I tell you what, I thought Kangaroo Flat were about to get right back into this. They pretty much were there, but now they've got a bit of breathing space to Eagle Hawk as we head towards the shadows of three-quarter time. 27 points is their lead, is Eagle Hawk. So they've certainly responded in an emphatic fashion. He's laying in the middle up against Lawton. No clear winner that time. Ball goes straight down to the bottom of the pack. And we'll need to have another ball up. 10-9-69 plays Kangaroo Flat, 6-6-42. Greer, he's tackled. And again, we'll have another ball up. Been stop-start throughout the day. Of course, later on this evening, Sandhurst taking on Castlemaine from 5:30 at the home of country footy, the Queen Elizabeth Oval. Joel Peterson and John Hunter with you for that one as it's brought inside 50 here for Gregorick's clever tap, but it's intercepted beautifully by Holman with McGuinness, and they combine with a couple of hand passes. McGuinness has kicked, managed to find Liam Collins, dropped the mark he'd usually take. Terrific recovery though by Collins. He showed great desperation. He really wanted that footy. Hand pass then came out towards Williams. He goes towards Nick Lang, the big ruckman. He goes to ground.
Nowhere to go.
It's dangerous. What will he do? Hand pass goes astray. Looked for Greer. Couldn't quite find him. Greer's hand pass comes back and it's gone out of bounds.
He had nowhere to go, Nick Lang. He's on his knees spinning around. He was like General Custer. Everywhere he looked, there was Indians. He couldn't find anybody to give it to.
So 28 minutes gone. It's Eagle Hawk 69, Kangaroo Flat 42.
So there's the throw in. Taken down there for the flat by Holt. Throws it on the boot. Close to the line, though. As he kicked it out on the full, he has. And a free kick at half back to the Hawks. So they're just able to steady their game down again in the last 6 or 7 minutes. The Hawks, little kick's okay, and the mark is taken by Wust. Wust at half-back, grandstand side, looks inboard, gets the lead from Oscar Madden, kicked it over his head, gave it back to the flat. They go inside forward 50. Hill's got it in defence, hand pass over the top. Oh, Atherton, put him under the pump, can't pick it up. Tackled, might have lost the football. 20 out for a flat goal. They'll get a shot. They'll get a goal. So they're not done yet. They've fought back, and Lloyd Needs, was it?
Yep.
Who went through the pack well. I've liked his game this afternoon.
He's lively,
and they
Jock.
just keep the flame flickering, Wallace.
Yes, Lloyd Needs had a good third term, Jackson. He's live, he's got a bit of pace. He's just one of those players that just gets to a contest and is happy to go to the next contest as well.
He's an exciting player to watch. I remember seeing him in the under-18s a few years ago, and he was lively then in the third. So I've just seen 8 goals to half-time. In this term, 9 goals. So we've got more goals in a quarter than we did in the first half of footy. Back in the centre. It's taken out of the centre by Riley Saunders. His kick was partially smothered for Eagle Hawk as it goes inside the front half of the centre square. McPhee, kick inside 50. Missed the intended target, throwing himself on top of its bow. Was he caught high? Eagle Hawk coaching staff on the boundary appeal for a free kick, but it wasn't forthcoming. We'll have a ball up.
21-point margin. Hawks in front. 30 gone, third term.
Nick Lang, he's calmed it down. It's roved by hand. His hand pass goes astray. Greer gets it for Kangaroo Flat. It's centre half back for the Roos. He kicks towards half forward. Needs. He picks it up. Can he use his pace to his advantage? Kicks off the left boot. Inside 50. It's about 40 metres away from their goal. Free kick. Player there was pushed in the back.
Might be Doherty.
I think it is. So he's got it across left half forward for Kangaroo Flat. And a chance now for the Roos to have a shot at goal. Could even be Cusson. So he'll kick from about 40 metres out. 21 points is the deficit. Can the Roos get one here close to quarter time? It is Cusson. He kicks off the right boot. It's across the face and only a behind. So 7 goals, 7-49. And Eagle Hawk at 10-9-69 with 6 seconds left until three-quarter time.
So the Hawks have got it.
So there is the three-quarter time siren, and it's Eagle Hawk leading. 10 goals 9-69 to Kangaroo Flat. 7 goals 7-47. 20 points is the lead to the Borough at the last change. What will happen in the last term? Stay with us. Plenty coming up as we continue with more live local football on Bendigo's Fresh FM.
Last quarter action underway, just inside forward, 50 for the Hawks. McInnes, though, got it in defence for the Flat. Oh, the hand pass was interrupted. It was only 40 metres out. Chance down there for the big fella, can't take it. Harper got across and made a little bit of support as well, but has pushed over the line and out of bounds for a throw-in. About 10 metres around from the behind post, deep in the forward pocket for the Hawks. The ball to be thrown back into play. The Hawks will take a 20-point lead into this final quarter. Up they go, tap over the top. No one can get it effectively. Big numbers of players from both sides around the contest. And the umpire comes in, he'll ball it up about 25 metres out from the Eagle Hawk goal. So there's the umpire balling it up. One down by Lang, can't put a teammate on the end of it. Chance down there for the Flat defence. They're under the pump. Turner's got it. They've got him. Is he pushed over the line? He is, and it's out of bounds and through for another throw-in. Right beside the behind post. You would think another one here, Jacko. A goal, that is, to the Hawks would make it 26 points and very difficult for the Flat.
I'd suspect so. About 5 minutes gone in this final turn. Ball's thrown back in. Heap of players around the footy. Free kick for a push in the back here, surely. Will go the way of Kangaroo Flat, and it will be taken by Jonathan Lanyon. So he goes to half back and finds Liam Collins, who's been terrific today for the Roos. He's had a lot of the footy. Foot pass certainly made Nick Lang stretch. He stretched as far as he could, but still couldn't complete the grab. It's across half forward for Eagle Hawk, and a whistle's been blown. Free kick will go to the Roos across half back. Advantage paid. They take it up towards centre wing. Lloyd Needs has it. He wastes no time. He turns onto his left boot. He kicks towards half forward, and the ball goes out of bounds once more. And so we'll have it thrown back in as it's fisted away from Jordan Doherty.
We'll go around the grounds too. Thanks to Wayne Smith. White Hills 13-10-88 lead Huntley 10-5-65. South Bendigo 15-6 lead Gisborne 9-6.
Some of you blokes want to have a good think about your tipping in the future, I'd say. Up they go. Lang wins it down. Can't find a teammate. Chance for the Hawks. One out to McPhee. Good hands to Williams. Williams from half-back goes to the wing on the outer side. It was a scoreboard side. Too much on it. It's out on the full. Penalty free kick to the Flat. They go inboard. Taken by Mitch Collins. His hand pass, not all that good. They might have mucked it up. Chance for the Hawks. They're under the pump. It's a hot ball in the centre of the ground. The pack develops. And the umpire is going to ball it up. Nobody could get it out effectively. Got to say too, Jacko, the tackling today's been pretty good.
Storm's coming back, Jock, 10-minute mark. They trail by 14 points.
Gee whiz, I wouldn't have expected that with the last score update. They've done well, the Storm, to keep themselves alive in that clash. Needs across half forward for Kangaroo Flat. Here's an opportunity. Foot pass, terrific. Oh, dropping the mark. He should have taken Casson. And McGlashan gets the crumb in defence for Eagle Hawk. Off to Miles, who switches to the back pocket for Conforti. He goes down the line with a foot pass, a good one. Finds Williams, little chip over the top, effective. Manages to find Bo. He thought about playing on, does do so eventually, turns onto his right boot, kicks inside 50, a high ball. Which way will it bounce? Favourably for Kangaroo Flat or for Eagle Hawk? It bounces favourably for the Roos, and they clear to half-back in front of the grandstand, and will need it thrown back in. 20 points is the lead to Eagle Hawk. 10 goals, 9.69. Kangaroo Flat, 7-7-49. We've gone about 6 minutes in this final quarter on Inside Bendigo Sport, Fresh FM.
There's the throw in, Lang in front, got it down, taken by Lang in, hand pass back to Lang, under the pump, but he got a hand pass away to McCartney. Another one, now the Roos have got it back on the wing, grandstand side, good tackle. Tackle broken. They've still got a chance. It's kicked high inside forward 50. Flyers needed 2-1. Numbers with the Hawks. Free kick was given away by Doherty, and the Hawks will take the free kick through Hill. Goes from the back pocket towards half-back. Finds Philo, who marks. Goes wide to Atherton. Just outside defensive 50. Goes down the wing out of side. Now here's a chance for the Hawks. Mongrel punt. Worst kick you'd ever see. Inside forward 50, and a mark's been taken.
A great mark.
Unbelievable.
He's had a quiet day, Matty Retix, but that was a really good mark.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't get twisted around and get dizzy and collapse watching that ball in the air.
Yeah, it's one of those kicks you talk about, Jock. Not forwards love them because there's a lot of hang time, but he was just at the back and he was just clever enough to take the mark.
It was a mystery ball, but he was clever enough to keep his eye on it and take the mark. Gretrix, 40 metres out, directly in front. Comes in, lines them up, and has kicked the goal. That's 2 to Matt Gretrix, and that might just be the one that dusts off Kangaroo Flat, you'd think. They go to 11-9, 75, leading the Roos 7-7-49. Time, Jacko? Is that right?
It's about 8 minutes, I think, we've gone in this term.
Fair enough. Last term, that is all thanks to Aussie Disposals.
When you've got a bit of experienced footballer, hasn't had the best day in the world, Jock, but end result at the moment, that goal's really important for his side after a clever mark with an awkward ball coming in, so I can be pretty happy with this final term work.
Back in the centre, which team can clear? Neither can at first. No clear winner in that ruck contest. Ball up to result. So 75 plays 49 in the ruck contest. No ruckman won it down. Comes to ground level, whistle blown, free kick to go the way of Kangaroo Flat. Lanyon with the footy. He goes off the right boot, kicks wide, and does well. So now the next link in the chain is Holman, who receives. He's got it at right half forward for the Roos. He'll kick inside 50, calling for the football, and, well, he's given away a free kick for a push in the back illegally. There has Charlie Bowyer.
Wasn't very scientific.
No.
Where's... oh, no, it's all right. Momentarily, McInnes wasn't on Gretrix, but he's back there now.
So Matt Philo has the free kick for the Borough. He's got some flashy boots too, Jock.
They're not bad, are they?
Combination of yellow and orange as he kicks long up towards centre wing. And now a whistle's been blown yet again, and the free kick will go to Nick Lang, who gives it off for the Roos on centre wing.
They were all black when I played Jacko, and you could get white if you knew where to shop. I won't go into that. Meanwhile, the umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to the Roos, and the player to take it's Charlie Bowyer. Big Charlie's got it, probably kick for goal from 45 metres out. Tough angle, probably only a few metres in from the boundary line. So, very difficult shot at goal for Charlie Bowyer for Kangaroo Flat. Comes in, steady, over the footy, not bad, just pushed it wide a little bit through for a minor score. The Flat go to 7-8-50. They trail the Hawks 11-9-75. We're adding 4 to that.
Adding 2.
Adding 2. So about 9 minutes gone final term, thanks to Choices Flooring, Bendigo Bulk Carpets.
Liam Collins has got it back for the Roos. A chance for him to shoot a goal. The quick reply and response. Sensational. Buddha responds there, and Liam Collins has done well.
Who's that?
Well, that's
Buddha.
Liam Collins, his nickname. Prayer has been answered. 11 goals,
Come on,
9.75 to 8 goals, 8.56 here at famous Canterbury Park. We've gone 9.5 minutes in this final term, thanks to Aussie Disposals. We take you inside local sport on Bendigo's Fresh
You're
FM.
up and about for that, Jackson. Do you think that just brings them into the game still?
Most definitely. It's back to within 19 points. Still a good 15 minutes or so of play.
Question at the moment is
Nice
hanging.
kick at
One
goal.
more really gives them belief. Ball up, centre of the ground. Take out important. Hawks players got it. They've got him. He's tackled to the ground. And the umpire will ball it up again. If the flat can kick the next in the next few minutes, she's absolutely game on. Don't worry about that. Ball up. It is Lawton and Lang. Nick Lang over the top. Got it to a teammate. He was tackled. The Roos might still get it out of the centre. They will. Long. Inside forward 50. Good stretch. Just couldn't make it. Down there was Doherty. He ran for the footy, but it just went over the line and out of bounds. He ran out of space. He's rewarded for that by being taken straight off the ground. So the ball to be thrown back in just on forward 50 for the flat. Plenty around the contest. Up they go. Lang again, front of the pack. Worked out to a teammate who can't take it. Taken by Needs. Back to Bowyer. His kick was smothered. Loose ball still just in the forward pocket now for the flat. Players from both sides throw themselves in. Philo, the bottom of the pack, can't get it out. And the umpire will ball it up 45 metres from the flat's goal. 75 plays 56, 11 gone, final term, and it's been an interesting game of footy, particularly since half-time, boys.
Been overcast most of the day. Sun is out though now. Bottom of the pack, Hand, McGlashan, bodies flying in over the football everywhere. Hand goes in after it again. Lang, the big ruckman, bends down to try and pick it up. Was perhaps pushed in the back. No free kick though forthcoming from the umpire. And we'll have it thrown up right in front of our broadcast position. Almost 12 minutes gone in this final term. Eaglehawk 11.975, the Roos 8.856.
Up they go, tap out, went to no one in particular. Chance for Hand, good work, got it to Bow, he's held up. Right on defensive 50. He balked, able to get a kick away down the wing grandstand side. Only as far as the flat go, who take it. Rebound. Inside forward 50 to Greer. Great tackle. Greer was off for the two coaches. And he was going to have a shot at goal from 40 and Bow somehow got him and pulled him to the ground and earned the free kick, turned over. Bow goes back to Williams. Williams goes towards Conforti at half-back, can't take it. And there's McIver. He can't get possession either. Ball's pushed over the line and out of bounds for a throw-in just outside the flat's forward 50-metre arc.
Great effort if you're playing, Coach Jock, to apply a tackle like that, because the kick could have gone through. He's having a good shot at goal. He's only 35 out.
Yeah, every chance. So they're the little things in footy. 19-point ball game, 12 minutes gone, final term. Throw in just outside forward 50 for the flat. Again, Lang. It's been great in the ruck. Got it down. Chance for Collins. Can he take it under the pump? Got it to a teammate who's kicked inboard to a spot 30 metres out from a flat goal. Oh, the Hawks defence though. Hill goes back. Good hands. Got it to Conforti, who just steps over the line and concedes a minor score. Wastes no time. Brings it back into play, and Miles takes the mark on defensive 50. The margin 18 points. 13 minutes gone. Final term thanks to Aussie Disposals.
It was a nice kick in by Conforti, who went to half-back and found Miles. He elects to go through the centre to centre half-back for Harper. Wide again, and now for Hill. So he's got it still inside defensive 50 in the left-back pocket. And he's going to go all the way back to full-back. So the Borough now for a little chip over the top. They do well. Mark is taken by Miles. Atherton calls for it short. He might in fact go back to Hill.
There's plenty of gaps inside defensive 50 for the Hawks because the flat have set their wall up across half-back.
And Miles' kick had too much height on it for Hill. Greg Stevens, the water boy for Kangaroo Flat, nearly got a touch in fact. And it's gone out of bounds in the right forward pocket, right next to the Kangaroo Flat goal zone. So here's a golden opportunity for the Roos. Ball will be thrown back in. 75 plays 57. And Eaglehawk should get the clearance, snapping around his body. Jesse Collins looks towards Bow. He has a couple against him. Ross Turner dives on top of it. Atherton did superbly well to get the footy. He's tackled and will have a ball up 25 metres away from Kangaroo Flat's goal.
Yep, a tense few minutes this, because another goal either side, I think as Wallace said in the first quarter, could make a big difference to the contest. Up they go. Knocked down by the Flats Pearson. Couldn't put a teammate on the end of it. Big pack of players. Langian tries to bullock his way through the traffic. Couldn't do so. Got it out to a teammate who's locked up. And again, the umpire will ball it up. 20 from the Flats goal. Big numbers from both sides around. Tough to get much space to work in. Both ruckman jump. Both missed the football. Chance down there for a Flat player. Couldn't keep his feet. Neither can his teammate. It's worked outside the forward 50 for Kangaroo Flat. There's a whistle on play.
Back to Kangaroo Flat, John.
What would that be for? Any idea?
Too high a tackle.
Too high. Flat free kick. Kick into the forward pocket. The lead was on by Cusson, but it was stumped over the line by the Borough defence and over the line out of bounds for a throw-in. Still in the forward pocket for the Flat. They've been inside forward 50 for 5 minutes. Can't get the score on the board. Can they do something about it now? Margin still 18 points.
16 minutes gone in this final term, and a whistle's been blown. Free kick to be picked out to Eagle Hawk, McGlashan. He was caught high, so he'll take it in the back pocket. Goes short now to Atherton, who kicks. Well, it's chopped off by Holman. He almost took the intercepting grab. It was enough to affect a bit of a 50-50 contest, though. The 50-50 contest was won by Bowe. He gave it off to Williams. High ball off the left, up towards Matt Philo. Matt Gregorich attacks it. Hasn't kicked a goal so far today. He dives on top of it. It was clever, but he's still outnumbered. And Kangaroo Flat will run away with the footy across half back. They'll switch across the ground. Liam Collins has it. He looks for Needs. Can't get him. It'll be chopped off by Brodie Collins for Eagle Hawk. His hand pass, a good one. He finds Madden. Kick inside 50. It's deep. 25 metres away from Eagle Hawk's goal. Philo, hand pass over the top. Here's a chance. Metres away from goal. It'll come back towards Philo. He snaps! And he puts it through. Goal umpire had to work overtime. But he snapped it from a tight angle, and that might be game over too. 24 points now will be the Eagle Hawk lead. 12 goals, 9, 81 to Kangaroo Flat. 8 goals, 9, 57. Matt Philo gets on the board with his second for the afternoon. Thanks to Choices Flooring, Bendigo Bulk Carpets, we take you inside local sport on Bendigo's Fresh
Yeah,
FM.
Matt Philo was trying to do the right thing. He got the ball forward to Matty Gretchik, who slipped over, got it back to Philo. Philo in the end steadied and put it through. Shirley was getting frustrated, making sure that they kicked it finally. He did put it through, which was a nice build-up. Bit harder, Matty Gretchwick's Jackson. He's kicked 2 today. You might have mentioned he hadn't kicked any in that passage of paper before that.
What were those famous words from Shirley? For God's sake, kick the bloody
Something like that. Special comments from Shirley.
My apologies.
She was right, and he did take note of that and kick it through. But it was a really important game because the ball's been in the other half most of this quarter.
So Lang got it down to Greer, good tap, but Greer under the pump, got it about 40 metres his side's way. It's just outside forward, 50 for the Flat, and tackled to the ground. No idea who the Hawks defender is. There's about 4 on top of him. I think it's Williams, it is, and the umpire will ball it up. True centre half forward for Kangaroo Flat. Can they come again? They've been gallant in the second half. Umpire's picked out a free kick. It'll favour the Hawks, and Annie McPhee to take it at centre half back. He'll go wide. Harper the target, good kick.
And
Harper's taken
well
the mark
today, John.
He has played well. Yep, absolutely. Sammy's kicked a couple of goals and picked up plenty of positions, and he's ran the lines very well. Goes with a kick, finds Wust, and it's got to go back, and it will be a 50 as well. So it is back to Sam Harper. The player on the mark now is about 49 metres out, and Harper, instead of taking it on the wing, will put it deep in towards full forward. So Harper's got it, takes his time, throws the grass up. He's going to have a shot, Sammy.
He does it each time when he has a shot, but geez, kicking this, from 52, 53 metres out?
Yep, absolutely. So Harper for the Hawks.
Right on the paint.
From 50. Goes for home, gives it a ride. Is it touched just on the line? Goal umpire says full points. And at Canterbury Park, boys, you would suggest that is now all over Red Rover. The margin out to 5 goals, 13-9. The Flat are 8-9. and 19 minutes have elapsed in the final term, thanks to Aussie disposals.
How's it go, Jackson? If you don't want to run, you can always walk where to. Eagle Hawk, Eagle Hawk, Eagle Hawk.
I don't think I could ever learn that song.
That's what they'll be singing. You'll hear it in a few moments, Jock. But, there's a challenge thrown out to Eagle Hawk in the first 10, 12 minutes of this term, but Eagle Hawk is steady.
I think you tipped Eagle Hawk by 5 goals too, Wallace. That's the margin at the moment.
Exactly.
Could be pretty accurate.
Don't encourage him, Jacko.
Load a siren.
Ball to be thrown up, and, well, we'll have another ball up, as has been the case just about every time we've called a centre take-out today, I reckon. 13 goals, 9 plays, 8 goals, 9. As the kick around the body for Kangaroo Flat comes up towards half forward, and it's been chopped off by Tyler Miles.
Good mark.
So he turns, he kicks on his non-preferred right side, in fact, and, well, you could perhaps tell because it was a few metres shy of Scott Han and it bounced away from him over the field, out of the field of play, right in front of the grandstand. So we'll have it tossed back in. And again, just about every player around this contest. So they're absolutely like bees around honey at the moment, are the players chasing the footy. Who can get the touch? It's Lanyon who prevails. He goes across the ground, a penetrating ball. This will need to sit kindly for Beak. He has a couple against him, including Harper, who's been terrific today. A little chip to Philo. He's marked at 45 metres out from goal. He'll kick on a 45-degree angle if he opts to have a shot.
Which he will.
Looks like that is what is going to happen. So here's a chance for Philo. He's been good today to stretch the lead to 6 straight kicks perhaps for Eagle Hawk. And they'll definitely be singing that song if he does this. Philo, off a couple of steps, it's across the face and through for a behind. 13 goals, 10, 88 the Borough. Kangaroo Flat, 8 goals, 9, 57. Thanks to Aussie Disposals, we take you inside local sport on Bendigo's Fresh FM.
Might have turned it over the flat. They have. The Borough got it back inside forward 50. Collins shot it. Goal. Just wrong side. Oh, just grazed the post, said the goal umpire, and through for a minor score. But at 31 points, you could not see the flat kicking 6 unanswered goals from here. They bring it back into play. The kick is wide, out of side. Wust went up, got a hand to it. Ball loose at the back. It's just outside defensive 50 for the flat. Can they get it out of the danger zone? They're under the pump. Going back and getting it was Wust. Lost it in a tackle. Might be a chance for Needs to take it for the flat. He's tackled to the ground in the centre. Umpire's picked out a free kick. Needs is going to get it grabbed without the football, said the umpire. So Needs goes wide to the wing. Finds a teammate who marks it off his bootlaces, then plays on, goes wide, finds Collins. Collins at half forward, 2 kicks from goal, centres it. Oh, went over the head of Langan, was okay. Teammate at the back, Williams, took the mark. Now they play on. The flat have got it. They'll go inside forward 50 to a contest. Mark can't be taken. Knocked loose by Madden. He gets support taken by Williams. He goes wide and Hill marks between, probably at half back for Eagle Hawk. Tim Hill, he'll steady, and he'll get the Hawks out of trouble.
In time on now in this last term, 23 minutes gone. Still to come this afternoon. John Hunter and Joel Peterson up at the famous Queen Elizabeth Oval, the home of country footy, Sandhurst and Castlemaine, to do battle. The Dragons and the Magpies. Hill clears up towards centre wing, but Lang gets it back for the Roos, off to Turner by hand, who kicks towards Bowyer. He's got it on the stretch. Hasn't had a lot of it today, Charlie Bowyer. He's indecisive, unsure what to do. That kick hung a long time in the air. It was a bit of a hospital kick for Mitch Collins. An appeal for a 50, but it won't come. Collins gives the hand pass off. Gee, well, the hand pass wasn't the best either, but he did well to recover there, did Pearson. Mitch Collins followed up with good support, and they recovered well in the end as they got it inside 50, and Caleb Williams took the mark for the Roos. So I think it's a case of too little too late now for Kangaroo Flat, but I'll tell you what, they've put up a fight today, particularly in that third term.
You think it's too little too late, Jacko? Might just possibly be too little too late?
Far too late, in fact. 24 minutes gone. Time clock continues to tick away. Chance for Williams. almost directly in front. He's not going to get the distance. It'll fall short. And the easiest of defensive marks is taken by Hill. So he's got it at full back for Eagle Hawk.
South Bendigo 17-8 lead Gisborne 10-6. Around the grounds update.
Well, they found the avenues to goal this week that they couldn't find last. Kick out off hands over the line and out of bounds for throw-in. Just outside forward 50 for the flat. It's all irrelevant at this stage.
That, in fact, was the final score, Jock. So a good victory to South Bendigo.
Well done. Pleased that I selected them at the start of the game. There's the throw-in. Cross half forward for the flat. Nominated ruckman go up. Knock to the front. Holman takes it for the flat. He's tackled to the ground and the umpire will ball it up. 25 gone. Final term. 89 plays 57. Hawks in front. They've had to withstand a strong challenge from the flat, but they've been able to do it and go on with a little bit in the last 5 or 6 minutes of this last term.
We go around the grounds at Golden Square 79, lead Storm 65.
14 points.
Yeah, a bit late in that one too.
Yep.
Golden Square should hang on, you'd suspect. It's thrown up. Here's a chance for Brody Collins. Josh Bowe recovers the loose ball. Hand pass to Matt Philo. He'll have to be quick here, will Sean Williams. He was. Got the hand pass out to Miles. Back to Philo. They're backtracking. Jewies. That kick's dangerous. Nick Lang, if he was a tad quicker and a tad smaller, he might have been a chance of locking it inside 50 there. But Eagle Hawk through their midfielders were able to get it out. And a kick now come from Collins up towards centre wing for the Borough. But it'll be chopped off again for Kangaroo Flat. Or will it? It's gone back to Eagle Hawk, in fact, because Jesse Collins got it. He was caught high. He gave it off by hand to Bowe, to Greg Griggs, who turns onto his left boot, kicks towards centre half forward. A nice foot pass, too, for Brody Collins. He's got it 50 metres out from goal. He'll kick from directly in front.
Final score at Wade Street, Golden Square 11-13, 79 to Storm 9-11, 56.
Brody Collins gives the hand pass off to Miles on the run, 55 metres out. It's across the face. He had distance, but no accuracy. Out of bounds in the full in the right forward pocket. So good win there to Golden Square. Here at famous Canterbury Park, it will be Eagle Hawk that'll get the job done. Jock, 89 plays 57.
Yep, the flat's got it in the back pocket. It's all irrelevant now. Kick to Holman's okay. He's been a good player for the flat today, Holman. Now he plays on. Oh, that wasn't so good. Hand pass to a teammate. Put him right under the pump. They scramble it out of the danger zone, the flat. Almost way down to the wing. On the scoreboard side, Charlie Bowyer takes it. Goes towards half forward off hands. Out of bounds. Umpire's picked out a free kick. It'll go to the Hawks at half back. Kick, poor, over the top. Lanyon takes the mark. Plays on. Hand pass to Needs is okay. Just outside forward 50. Little chip pass to Mitch Collins. He takes the mark. Goes back in the direction of Pearson. Pearson plays on. Goes inside forward 50. Nobody can take the mark. Hawks with plenty of defenders back there. Taken by Conforti. Got it over in a teammate there in Bowe. Bowe goes short. And it's worked up towards Madden, who marks just outside defensive 50 for the Hawks.
So we're looking at winners, Jock, Golden Square, South Bendigo and Eagle Hawk will take out this game.
Wallace Teasdale
in the BFL.
Inside Bendigo Sport, Fresh FM.
And 2 to go tonight. That's it. That's 5. That's all 5. Well done. Good work.
And it's come all the way to Jesse Collins, 50 metres out on the run. A sensational goal. You beauty, Jesse Collins says. And that's his second of the afternoon also. 14 goals, 11.95 Eagle Hawk. The home side on this historic day as they unveil their new state-of-the-art facilities here. Kangaroo Flat 8957. Thanks to Aussie Disposals. We take you inside Bendigo Sport on Bendigo's Fresh FM.
One thing I noticed about Jesse Collins, he likes to have a chat to the umpires, Jock, if he doesn't agree with the decision. He'll actually follow them down the field and still chat to them as you do. So just repeating that, winners in the BFL to date. I think that South game just ended now, but Golden Square and Eagle Hawk will take out this victory. The 2 to come tonight, you're right, Jock. We're heading
From
to
the
the
ball
QEO
up.
very soon.
Yes, it is the Hawks who get it inside forward 50. Nobody can take the mark. Loose ball. They come again. Collins again. Wheels around from 40 metres out. Goes towards full forward. Nobody can take the mark. Ball over the back, goes over the line and out of bounds for a throw-in deep in the Hawks' forward pocket.
Those two games we speak of, Wallace, of course, Sandhurst, Castlemaine, as we've mentioned, our broadcast game from the QEO, but also Kyneton and Maryborough under lights too at Princess Park, so we look forward to seeing how that one unfolds tonight. Ball's thrown back in. Stack of players around the footy as the shadows from the grandstand here at famous Canterbury Park continue to encroach across the ground towards the very centre. So 95 plays 57, Eagle Hawk well on top. They have been challenged by Kangaroo Flat today, but Josh Bowe would be pleased with the performance and the way that his side have been able to stand up whilst being pressured. Greer in the back pocket, does well. Clears, looks for Pearce and can't find him. Siren sound, she's all over in this round 2 clash from famous Canterbury Park. Eagle Hawk 14 goals 11-95 have defeated Kangaroo Flat 8 goals 9-57. So a very good 38-point victory to Eagle Hawk this afternoon. That quarter lasting